Okay, hey, what's up? Hello and welcome to Wrath of the Godkin. We are here with our ninth session. Give yourselves a round of applause for that. We've made it 9 sessions. It feels like less. It feels like we're just getting started, but 9 is a lot. Um,
Are we
so
unmuted?
yes, you are unmuted. You may speak. You may
You.
talk. You may sing. You can sing. Ooh, help me, Dr. Zaius. You can do whatever you want in this crazy, fun adventure. So last time, let me bring up my session notes here real quick. But last time it seemed like you guys were dealing with a lot of wacky dinosaurs, and that has not changed much as of late. Um, let's see. The party chatted with Polly, who was one of their shipwrecked companions. They found out Polly, the I forget the name of the position on the boat, but she is in charge of all the goods and belongings on the vessel. So they chatted with her about um, a statue of the guy who hired the party, a solid gold statue. And they talked to Polly. Polly seemed to want to send the statue to Jarek's Bond, bring it to Jarek's Bond, to place their destination before they got shipwrecked, to sort of complete the voyage. Um, they rescued Polly from a Donkey Kong-esque ape, and then Tavian, the young tabaxi, popped out of the forest, trying not to reveal that he was scared and worried by all the noise, and came to find them, trying to look brave. Seemed to get a crush on Polly. The party sent Polly to babysit him, and that duo of Polly and Tavian went to go look after the statue. The party found some dinosaurs in a random clearing in the jungle. Oz befriended a Deinonychus with a brown stripe, I believe, and found it was part of a group of like 4 siblings. The party then climbed a cliff, and while some of the people were negotiating that cliff, Waylon talked to Affinity about Polly, much to Affinity's chagrin. Affinity thought that Waylon was finally going to open up about why he's been so distant and their past wheelings and dealings and their past sort of knowledge of one another prior to the adventures the party shares together. And all Way wanted to talk about was Polly and some greater situation, the possibility of the Godkin, the titular demigods who are sort of harassing the party. Uh, and So they had a little conversation about that, but it was clear there were some things left unsaid that might need to be cleared up at some point. Um, then the party went to a clearing where, as they were discussing whether to hug or harm the dinosaurs, a gigantic Spinosaurus emerged from the nearby river, grabbed onto the throat of a Stegosaurus, and dragged it underwater into the river. This freaked the party right the fuck out, and they ran into a nearby cave where they were soon harassed by the Spinosaurus, which tried to chomp and get into the cave after them, but it was too narrow for it to fit. Um, when they were inside the cave, they lit some torches so the non dark vision people in the party could see. And at that point, both Affinity and Ronnie were attacked by vines from an underwater pool that was in the cave. Ronnie got pulled under and was almost eaten by a plesiosaur while being grappled by these weird plants underwater. The party solved a little puzzle that seemed to be guarding the way, written in uh, I think it was in Druid speech and Draconic. They also found some other writing to that effect. No evidence yet of who this person who has been writing this stuff around the cave is so far. But the party, after finding a relatively safe space, they had a short rest. Then they found another room that was full of little dinosaurs. Affinity wanted to sneak forward and eat one because it reminded her of a chicken. But the party dissuaded her from doing so, and eventually Oz decided to sneak forward and roared using his dragon's roar mimicry ability, scaring almost all of the dinosaurs, some of them falling into a pit. Or multiple pits, one of them running away deeper into the cave, and we ended that session with combat beginning. So if Oddish, if you could switch us over to our battle music, and if everyone could select their
On it.
token and roll initiative. Uh, we will be able to get this started.
Oh.
Nice one. Nice one. Okay, I'm going to roll for our friends here.
You mean food?
Thank you. Food. Fish are friends, not food. Okay. This is a Deinonychus. Rolling very similar. And very far into the cave, who's very afraid, is this Pteranodon. Wow, they all rolled within, sort of numerically going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the party is all there. And I will put you guys in descending turn order. So one thing I want to remind you guys, I think I did before session, but just in case anybody watching on VOD needs to know, the dinosaurs marked with, let me zoom in on them for you. The dinosaurs marked with these little skulls are afraid. They were scared by Oz in the previous session. Let me just adjust the camera here to get a better sense of what's going on here. Okay, great. That should be good. All right, so we are good to go, and we are starting this combat with this swarm of dinosaurs. Looks like Wei, you are first to act. So if you would like to do a move, now is your time to do so.
Yeah, I will move over here, bringing one of the torches with me. And yeah, I'll actually no, I shouldn't crossbow that guy. Yeah, I'll just post up here. I'll hold my action if anybody goes after Ronnie or myself, I suppose.
Why don't you want to crossbow him? Just curiosity.
Well, oh, that might be a little metagamey. Usually with frightened condition or like charmed conditions, sometimes they get knocked out of it if they take damage. And I don't remember now if fear is one of those things.
Let me see if... No. According to Oz's Dragon Roar text, which I looked up before the game, they are frightened for 1 minute. So you'll be able to hit them without worrying about knocking them out, just for your knowledge.
Oh, sick. Then can I just attack this guy right here? The only one I can see?
Yes, you totally can. With your crossbow?
Perfect. Yeah. I'm not Ronnie. I don't have super long arms.
Okay. That will miss, because you don't have advantage on that.
If only.
If only, I know, right? That would have been a crit otherwise. Let's see how this is. Alright, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, I'm good.
I would like to mention that Meowth is guarding my door right now, just like sitting very stationary in front of the door like a statue guarding the entrance. Very cute.
Meowth takes their duty very seriously.
Is she keeping others out, or is she keeping you in?
You're not locked in. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. She looked at me like, why you growl? Okay, Oz, it is your go. I believe you still have... What is that? Bardic Inspiro? Or is that...
I don't remember if it's inspiration or guidance.
I think that was to pass your stealth checks and you didn't need it, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question, because you had 2 things. You had enhance but no, I'm confused. I think it was guidance. I gave you guidance, but I don't know how fast it wears off.
It wouldn't have worn off by now, I don't think. You can check your text
Well,
for
doesn't guidance wear off after the next roll?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I don't think it's like a cantrip, right?
Well, it's an up to 1 minute concentration spell.
You touch one willing creature before the spell, and the target can roll a d4 and add the number to roll to one ability check of its choice.
Oh, yeah. I think after you use it, that's when it fades away.
Yeah, but of its choice. One ability check of its choice. But
so Oz hasn't used it up yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
But it is concentration, so if you use another concentration spell, then and again, it's an ability check, not an attack. So regardless, it is Oz's turn.
Okay. Is picking up a torch a bonus action or an action?
The torches are I would say as a bonus action, you can ask Finn or Kel to throw you a torch if you want. So that way you can save your movement.
I mean, Ozzy can see one dinosaur. I'm hoping he can see more if he drags the torch back with him.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can go and get the torch and use some of your movement, or as a bonus action, you can ask them to throw it to you. Either one is.
Okay. He'll just wander over, go grab it, as Oswald does.
Goes to get pizza.
Goes to get pizza.
Okay, he can see the two other ones now. I think they're the ones in the pit.
Yeah, these two right here are both in the pit. This one is outside of the pit.
Okay, can I see the ones in the pit? Like, are they within hittable range for spells? Or are they taking cover because they're in the pit?
Let's see, they are how many feet down? Apologies while I grab the right sheet. The pits are 10 feet deep, and they are at the bottom, and they are only about, I think, like 1 to 2 feet tall. So I think it would be a little bit difficult to see them unless you were a little bit closer to the edge.
Okay. Ozzy, I don't think he saw them fall in the pit, so he probably doesn't know they're there, so he's just gonna aim for that one.
Okay. You might have seen them fall into the pit because you scared them. But, oh, no, wait, if you couldn't see them...
No, he doesn't have dark vision and he wasn't holding a torch. Oswald is just hoping that whatever he did worked.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
He heard little feet scampering away, so he's hoping that means good things and not bad things.
Makes sense to me.
Alright, he's gonna firebolt that one up top.
Okay. That'll hit. Okay. And these guys don't have any resistances or anything, I don't think. Nope. And so that will be a sizable... You see all the feathers on its arm catch flame and burn off, and suddenly it looks like Donald Duck getting out of the shower naked. And it is not doing so hot. It is bloodied and burned, and looking very startled by everything that's happened. It's definitely afraid of you now, if it wasn't already.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's action, bonus action, and movement, so he's done.
Okie doke. Affinity, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. She's gonna... Yeah, that seems fine. Hippity hop over there. These two are frightened, right?
1 second. I'm gonna raise
Are
your
you in a
volume
pit?
a little bit, because you're a little quiet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just had you lowered a little bit off of your normal volume.
Oh, okay.
So
I lowered my
raising it up.
sensitivity because the church is churching.
Oh.
Let me see.
Okay. Can you give me a moment, and then which ones are you referring to as frightened? These two are frightened.
Those two guys. Okay.
Yeah, you're in a pit right now. You just walked directly into a pit.
Wait, I'm in a pit?
Yeah, the black things on the ground are pits.
Oh no. Okay.
So you can retcon that if it wasn't clear. The black spaces on the ground are pits.
Yeah.
You would have been able to see that with your dark vision. So.
Yeah, totally. Alright, she's gonna hop up over here. Gently in front of Oz then, and we're gonna do we're gonna vicious mock. Nope, we're not gonna do that. Not to a dinosaur. Let's see.
You can't vicious
Okay.
mockery a dinosaur.
I mean, you can,
Oh.
but should you?
I don't know.
I
She's
think
there for
Tasha's
her
the one
dagger.
with yeah.
Though it need not understand you. You must succeed on a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw. Yeah, it would still work. I mean, it's Tasha's the one that's humanoids, because it depends on whether or not they can laugh.
Okay, see, this is also why I need to switch my spells. I keep getting them confused. Okay, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
they are kind of similar.
We're gonna make this dino laugh. Hopefully.
You have to remember, vicious mockery is you laughing. Tasha's is them laughing.
True.
Okay.
Right, 5 seconds.
Okay, so which one are you targeting? I don't know. Can you see it from there?
I can with my dark vision, yeah.
But it's down in a pit. You might want to target this one here that you can see above ground.
Okay, sure. I'll go for the one by way.
Okay, gotcha. So this Velociraptor's gonna make a wisdom save. It does. It refuses. After all that, it refuses to be mocked by you. What do you say to it that fails to mock it?
Oh boy. Jurassic Park was scarier than you.
It knows not of such a movie from the Earthen Realm.
No, he definitely gets the reference, I can tell.
Furious at the wildly inaccurate portrayal of a velociraptor.
Yeah, right. Tall, I'm very short and lame.
He's offended.
Okay. So, is that the end of your turn? Or you do a bonus action?
I only have so many inspos. I'm good for now.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna hold.
Okay.
Inspo.
Velociraptor cannot move closer to Oz because of its natural fear of owls. So it's sort of in a bind here. I think it's gonna rush over. What is its movement? 30? Yeah, it's gonna rush over here. Man, stop biting my cords. That's not good. It's gonna rush over here, and it will attempt to make a dexterity check to try to pull its friend out of this pit. Let's see if it can do this. This is going to be a difficult check for it.
Yeah,
oh, it does. It manages to do so, and it places its buddy here. But its buddy is also... Yeah, please stop biting me for even a second. Its buddy
Have you
is...
considered not tasting so good?
Yeah. Have you considered playing with me earlier in the day? I should have. I'm sorry, baby. I should have. She looks so mad at me right now. She's gonna attack me. I know it. I know it. Okay. This guy is going to move over here, and as it runs away, you can hear a giant crunching of leaves as it steps into this bush here. It is the Deinonychus's turn. This one is going to try to make a jump out of this pit. And it's going to try to make a vertical jump, a high jump, leaping in the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. Okay, so it can't. It doesn't have the height to get out of the pit. So it literally can't, but it's still going to try. I know that's not a nat one, that's a dirty one. But it sort of tumbles to the ground there, and it's stuck. Meanwhile, this Deinonychus is not impaired by such things. But you hit this guy with 7, right? Oh, never mind. That's the other one. Okay. So this guy is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 run over to Finn and see if she tastes like a chicken. It is going to use its multi-attack to make 1 bite attack. That'll miss. It'll make 1 claw attack as well for 17. That should hit. For 3 slashing.
Sure does.
3 slashing damage to you. Of commanding 3. The Pteranodon is still frightened, and it is going to run away. Let's see, how fast can this bad boy fly? 60 feet, so it's got a good distance on it. Okay, right there. Boop. Okay, it is done with its turn. Kelken, it is your go.
Okay, I'm going to move up here. And then, okay, I still have no idea what's going on that left side of the cavern. So I'm going to try and cast...
You do see this one standing up here.
Yes, I see that one, and I see the one bottom right to it. I don't know if there's anything further in.
He is 10 feet down, so you cannot see him. You don't have line of sight on this guy here, but you do on this guy here. And this one next to Finn in front of you.
Okay. I think there... Well, I guess Kelken thinks there may be more dinosaurs there, so I'm just going to cast Fairy Fire in a... It's a cube, so it goes 20 feet up and down as well. Oh shit, that's not.
Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat where it's just the party talking about my cat. Meowth will kill Shore and be the true DM. Oh, God. Why do they hate me so much? I put in so much work. God damn it. Okay. But that's how I feel about Meowth as well. This is like, human, the food bowl isn't so full, it's falling over. Okay, so Fairy Fire on those guys.
Yes.
Okay, what color would you like your Fairy Fire to be?
Well, they need to... I think they need to pass a thing first. Let me just put it in chat.
Yeah, throw it up. It's Dex.
Yes.
Okay, great. So that is one of each kind of raptorish creature. We'll make a Dex save. That one will fail. That was the Velociraptor, which is the one on the top. And where is my dino? Okay, here it is. Dex save. And he will pass.
Ooh. Okay. So it's just the raptor then.
Just the raptor will get enveloped in blue, green, or violet light of your choice.
Violet is nice. I like violet.
Violet, nice. And so attacks against it will have... Oh, wait. Also, it will shed dim light now, right?
That's true.
Yep.
Okay, so emits low light. For how many feet? 10 foot? And the light color will be purple. Oh my god, yeah. Give me a break.
RGB dinosaur is very cool.
Did it work? Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it
Yes.
did. Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, stop drinking my iced coffee! God damn it!
No.
This is the worst session ever because of Meowth. Meowth, you're being the baddest cat who's ever lived. And as I try to pet her head, she chews on my hand. This is what it's like, people. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Kelken?
I'm just gonna bonus action into... I don't know why I said bonus with such a hard B. I'm gonna bonus action into a bear. I'll do a bear.
Okay, great.
Bears. Beats.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Do you have access to your bear to drag it over for you?
Yeah, I keep forgetting that Kelken's token doesn't go through walls, and so I have to awkwardly like shuffle him into another spot. But yes, I can put the bear on.
Here, I'll put it for you then.
Oh,
Where
thank
were
you.
Here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I need you to go away. I need you. Ow. Ow,
No,
banished.
don't banish her.
Banished.
But have you considered Meowth is baby?
Meowth is not baby. Babies don't have such sharp teeth. Ow. Okay, so yeah, just put Kelken wherever. We'll get
Yeah,
him.
that's
we'll
my
get him
turn
later.
done.
Okay, great. Bonus action. So you don't need concentration for wild shape. So do you need concentration
No,
for
no,
fairy
I
fire?
don't. Fairy Fire does retain concentration.
Okay, so-
Guidance on Oz has to go away as well.
Yes, that's what I was wondering. Okay, guidance on Oz is gone. All right. So that's his turn. Ronnie, it is your turn.
Ronnie will move here and take a swing at this guy.
Okay.
Feels like it probably hits.
Boom! That's a big hit. Yeah, go right ahead and roll damage on this guy. Okay, so you crack it right on the back with the Warhammer, and it takes a palpable strike. It's still up, being a bit more resilient than its smaller cousin, the Velociraptor.
Yell in his face, and that's the end of my turn.
Grrrr! Eh, it's not sure what to do with that. It's confused. Any bonus actions or anything?
Nah.
Okay, top of the next round, Waylon, it is your go.
I would like to. Oh wait, hold on. I would like to attack the glowing thing, please.
Okay, with the crossbow.
Yes.
So that'll give you advantage on that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 20.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Sweet.
Okay. And that'll be 5 piercing, which is enough to take this guy out because he was wounded.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
If it's
Chicken
dead,
dinner.
is it still lit up? Can you like carry it around? I
That's
guess
a good.
it's concentration up to 1 minute. So I mean, until you drop it, it is a lit up.
It says objects.
That it does.
Yeah. So it can still be a little lamp that you can drag around for right now. Anything else you'd like to do, Waylon?
Yeah, I'll move over here.
Okay. Just bully Finn into that pit nearby. Understood. Okay, Oz, it is your turn.
Initiation.
Alright, well, Oz is just gonna go for a firebolt straight ahead to the one that's surrounded by the party.
Okay, great. Okay, that'll definitely hit. 20 for 2 damage. Okay, not a ton of
Kinda
damage. You sort of graze it on the nose, and it snuffles angrily as it takes a little bit of fire damage.
Oz was just making sure not to hit the party.
Yeah, being too gentle, if anything. Next time, Oz won't make that mistake. Would you like to move at all?
Nope, Oz is good.
Okay, Finn, your go.
Okie dokie. Well, there's a dinosaur right here. It is going to gently step around the pit and stab it with her sentimental dagger.
Okay,
Hopefully.
that'll hit.
Yay! And then we're gonna
Okay.
yeah.
6 piercing. It is now bloodied. You stab it in sort of like the shoulder area, and it begins to a juicy spurt of blood emerges from its shoulder, and it yelps out as it gets hit. It's still standing, but it is now bleeding.
And I think that's it for her turn for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Velociraptors. This one is down, and this one is trying to run away from Oz. It can move 30 feet. So it is going to try to uphold, see if Meowth is baby or not. I mean, she's definitely baby, but she's a mean baby. She's like Maggie Simpson when she's drunk. Okay. So it can move 30 feet, and it is going to attempt to cross this gap here.
Interesting.
Uh, you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet. Okay, but its strength score is not good. So it's gonna try to jump this gap that it could not really do. And even with that, it is still going to leap into the pit and take 4 damage. And you can't see it, but you hear a very weak cry of it does not sound too good. The other one is dead. It is the Dionysus' turn. We'll start with the one that is closest to the party. It is going to try to attack Ronnie now. And it is going to do its multi-attack, 1 bite and 1 claw. It will attack. It has disadvantage? I don't think it does it?
Doesn't matter.
It shouldn't. Either way, it doesn't hit. And then it's going to try to claw for 10. That will also miss. Ronnie is just deflecting these blows back and forth with the Warhammer, looking pretty cool. It is the Pteranodon's turn. The Pteranodon is going to just continue making its way through this cavern and out of sight, and it is going to leave the battlefield, so it is no longer going to be on the turn order at this point. And I'm just going to delete it for now. It's gone somewhere deeper into the cavern. Kelken, it is your turn.
All right, I'm just gonna move up over here, and then. Okay, don't tell me whether it hits yet or not, because I want to use my inspiration on one of these 2 attacks. So first is bite. I mean, oh wait, I have to. That's not how it works, right? I should be rolling normally without advantage if I'm gonna use. Either way, that one misses, I think.
That one hits.
Right?
Without advantage,
okay.
That hits.
I will switch over to normal for the next one. And claws. No, I don't.
Wait, so you used your inspiration on that first one?
Yeah.
Okay,
gotcha. I'm okay with. Yeah.
All right. And okay, it is definitely dead. You just basically rip this thing apart. You chomp down on it. You slash it, and it's basically in twain. And then you bite into it, and you basically have a juicy meal on your hands. Everyone else gets a little bit of blood and gristle.
I look at Finn apologetically for ruining her meal.
Yeah, it's not going to be too tasty.
Thrilled.
She's thrilled?
Wait, why is it not going to be too tasty? It's dead.
I mean, but it's covered in bear saliva right now. It's just basically some gooey bear meat hunks. I mean, I guess you can piece the tail half.
Yeah, you washed it off in the ocean. It'll be great.
Wow, she's really become an outdoors woman just in this week.
And I have another 20 feet of movement in me, so I'll just shuffle on over to the... Wait, hold on. I need to measure that again. That is 20 feet takes me right over here. And that'll end my turn.
Great. And so now you can see this Deinonychus sitting in this pit, but it cannot... I don't think it has the ability to reach you where you're at now. Ronnie, it is your turn.
What?
What?
Sorry, my thing fell off my desk.
No worries.
Guys, just down in the pit.
Yeah, at this point, basically, everyone who is a threat to you is no longer capable. Let me see if it is even possible for this Deinonychus, like, just mathematically to get out. It is, okay, that's strength and standing jump. No, I don't think it's possible for it to get out of this pit. So at this point, you guys can exit combat, and you can just say if you want to leave these dinosaurs here in their pits, you can, or we can just say that you kill them and scoop them out for whatever innards and juicy stuff they have inside them. Your call.
Oh, got one stuck in a hole. I feel bad. Can we help him out?
It didn't seem like the other one took it very well when you even though you gave it a bunch of food outside. I don't know that it will ever be friend-shaped. I'm sorry.
But the poor thing's stuck in a hole. I'm sad when I get stuck in holes.
It is sad. You are right.
Is that like a thing you do often, Oz? Get stuck in holes?
No, I'm short and I don't always look at my feet, so sometimes I just kind of fall in.
No, I can confirm hole sunk.
I don't have anything slashy, but I would like to bludgeon these plants in front of me.
Bludgeon them? Okay.
Yeah, I had a bad time with some plants earlier, and I'm not taking any chances.
Okay. Roll an attack against this plant. Okay, you strike the plant. I'm gonna say that with that hit, you obliterate it. It is just completely flat, like a cartoon. It is just smashed.
Any
to the
rupees
ground.
appear?
No rupees, no rupees, but one gold coin is inside it for some reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I sort of was like, yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work the way you want it to. It is tough, and I'm gonna just try to explore it down here.
Okay. Wait.
That guy's in the pit.
That one's flat. Yeah, that little, he is basically wounded, and I'm just going to say, yeah, he's basically in the process of bleeding out. These guys who are afraid are no longer afraid. So the one closest to you guys is now going to start like snapping at you and growling and yipping at you, but it can't really reach you, but it's angry. This guy's no longer afraid of anyone, but he is
anyone.
He's just like sort of resigned to his fate at this point.
I growl right back.
You guys are in a growl off. Make an intimidation check on this pitted Deinonychus.
The jump
Intimidation
is
is charisma. My bear has to have higher charisma than kill it, please. Shocking. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Yeah, let me just roll intimidation right here.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay,
wow.
It is intimidated and it yips and it runs to the other side real quick and like curls into a ball with its tail over its head. You've successfully scared it. Oz moves ever closer to it.
It's so sad.
to jump this is move 10 feet, and then it's the strength score.
Yeah, it is to do a running long jump. It is yeah, you have to move 10 feet on foot, and you can cover up to your strength score. Yes, correct. Just like you said.
I do that, but I try to do it like on the side, not directly on top of that guy.
Can I give you a bit of flavor right now? And can you roll for an athletics as you jump that?
I can.
When you crashed this plant, and even as you brush against them,
Woof.
you are these plants make a loud rustling noise. They don't seem to have any like tendrils or tentacles like the plants that you dealt with before, the annoying ones, but they do seem to be like annoyingly loud. That's something that you clock. So with your 8 athletics roll, you sort of land in between. You land on the edge here, and as you do, this This guy is going to make a try to nip at you with his last his dying move. He's going to try to bite you. But does that hit? I don't think it does. So he tries to bite at you, but you manage to scramble up just in time to avoid his bite and claw attacks. So you're able to make it to the other side. But yeah, he's still irritated, clearly. This Velociraptor. So yeah, now you are on the other side.
I'm gonna see if there's anything down here a little bit. Those plants are weird and loud. I don't like it.
How are plants loud? Exactly.
They have they are not soft. They are almost like the consistency of palm fronds, where when they go against each other, they rustle a lot. So it's not like they are loud while standing still. But if you touch them, it is very hard to be stealthy while doing so.
I see.
I smashed one of them, so it might be a sneakier way to go. But now I'm also yelling, so I don't know if that's a concern.
Right. Yeah, I guess Finn's gonna try to do this as well.
The red ring represents a flattened plant that has already been crushed and will
Awesome.
not make noise. Okay,
So I can just go right on by.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
You'll be adding. What is your strength score?
Oh no. That's my answer. It's 12.
Yeah, that's great because you're only going 10 feet, so you can jump 10 feet with your run across there. So all you need to do is be able to make an athletics or acrobatics roll to make sure you do it.
All right. Let's do some acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh.
So with that, you are able to do a cool little flip that maybe goes on too long, and you sort of keep spinning when you land and almost topple over. Like you don't stick the landing as well as you might like to, but in the air it looked kind of cool. But you get some points off on the landing.
She didn't get her dino meat, so she's rusty.
All right. How about the rest of you?
I'm not turning back into a human. I'm gonna try and squeeze through that little gap as a bear.
Which little gap?
On the left. There's only one plant that's been flattened, right?
Right.
I'm going to try not to touch the. Are these the rustly ones, or are they further in? Because I can't see.
Yeah. This one here and this one here are both rustly. So in order to get past these, you will need to make a. Well, I just want to say that in order to not touch the other ones, you will have to make a dexterity check, I guess.
I'm going to try my darndest. Should have saved the inspiration for this one.
Okay, you do crunch on the one to your left a little bit, and it makes a loud noise, but otherwise you're able to make it to the other side.
Okay,
And
neat.
Ronnie is still just yelling in the hallway.
Good stepping, guys. Okay, now it's your chance if you'd like to cross this.
Waylon feels bad about what happened earlier today, so he kind of looks at Oz. Just, do you want to go first?
I don't want to leave the dino to starve.
Hmm.
You could
I
throw
sniff-
some rations or maybe the other dino down there.
Oh yeah, toss this guy.
Oh yeah, that'd give him food and something to step on to jump out.
Good.
Waylon will walk down, then kind of kick the other dinosaur into the pit.
That's so funny. Okay, you kick the other dinosaur into the pit, and this one looks up questioningly and then just starts chewing on it.
Oh, okay.
Oz is going to grab and drag the other one over and toss it on top so the dino has something to climb on to get out.
Oh my god! Okay. So you've made like a pile of dead dinosaurs. This
That's two.
this Velociraptor, or I'm sorry, this Deinonychus sees that one of this. It seems to have a reaction to the other Deinonychus that you dropped on the pile, as if it recognizes it, and it calls out, "Kong! Kong!" And it climbs on top and leaps up and immediately starts attacking you.
Oh,
I need you to roll
Oh my
initiative.
I look back to Finn. I hope they're doing okay.
Oh no!
No. The escape is that way. You go that way.
All it sees is its dead friends and the person who threw its dead friend's corpse at it. I mean, you guys, the rest of you can roll initiative. I mean, Kelkin, you haven't jumped yet, so you technically can easily get
That's
back
true.
there.
I just don't know how to do this because my bear's constitution is higher than mine, but I don't have an initiative thing. I'll just use Calcum. Whatever, it doesn't matter that much.
No,
With strength, not con, I think. For jumping?
No, for initiative.
Oh.
isn't that Dex?
Is
Yeah.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, who is
Right.
the higher Dex?
I just used Calkins. It should be okay, right?
No, it seems like you're cheating. Cheating? Wait, well, shouldn't a bear have higher Dex than Kelkin, though?
It probably does. No, actually, it's a +0, and Kelkin has a 2. So it works out.
Wait. Kelkin's is higher? But aren't you supposed to use
Kelkin's
the
is
bear's
higher.
stats when you're a bear?
Oh, actually, that's a very good question.
So you should be 16, not
Right.
cheater.
I feel like the initiative is one of those like gray area ones. It's like, do you notice this? Like, is Kel paying enough attention? It's not like, does a bear give a damn if this happens?
All right, are the other two of you not involved because you're already crossed the pit? Is that how we're gonna play this?
I feel like Affinity is just enjoying the show at this point.
Okay, gotcha.
I think they got this, and I think it's important for Oz to
Learn the
Learn
consequences of his
lesson.
own actions.
Yeah, this is a learning moment.
You say that like you will learn a lesson from this.
Dino wants to hug. Aw, bitey hug.
Yeah, I may be like crouching here, like toying with the other one.
Okay, Oz, it is your turn to play with your new friend.
Can I roll animal handling to try to convince this thing that I was helping it
Yes, you
through
can.
like just a wild variety of hand motions and gestures and loud noises?
Yeah, it's coming right at you, prepped to leap and attack, and it is you're gonna have to really convince it, really persuade it. But yeah, this will be your action.
Okay, I got
now.
luck points for this.
Okay.
For this, yes, totally what those
I would
are
like
for.
to use a luck point to reroll.
Yes, you can. Okay,
Darn it.
that was not it. It remains unpersuaded and prepping to attack. Do you have any bonus
No,
actions?
I helped you out of the pit.
Do you have any bonus actions you would like to do?
No, Oswald is just going from trying to be friendly to panicked yelling at the dinosaur.
Okay, Kelkan, Brown Bear, your turn.
Okay, I can only move about yay far, so I will just bear down menacingly on the dinosaur. Ha ha. Ha.
That's your 40 right there. Bear
That's
down
my
for your
40
turns.
right there. Honestly, I mean, I guess I'll just dash and just try and move around like to up here, but there's nothing else I can do. So I don't think I have reach actually, do I? No,
No.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It is the Deinonychus's turn. It sees the person who threw its friend's corpse at it. It knows this person in its heart is the enemy. the brutal Oz. It's going to make a bite and claw attack.
Ooh.
Oh, I've actually been rolling
He's
this.
really upset.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you threw his buddy at him. That'll be 6 damage from that. I've actually been doing this wrong. It makes 2 claw attacks. So its fury is going to be quite palpable. That's not going to hit, though, because you're...
It has 2 claw attacks. What's the challenge rating on a Deinonychus?
1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
That's
has
good to know.
one
Oz
bite
set up
and 2
mage
claw.
armor earlier with the monkey fight.
Mhm. Yeah, that'll last you the day, right? So what's your
8
AC
hours,
at?
which 14.
Okay. It's normally 12?
It's normally 11.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, that does not hit. It's going to make another claw attack and also misses. It is very much bearing down on you, not even looking at the bear that's bearing down on it. Waylon, it is your turn.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and just be like, shit! And yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it.
Okay. That is a miss.
Okay, so since I can't use that spell slot for a smite, I'll just use it as a sanctuary for Oz.
Okay, and could you post Sanctuary in the chat?
Yep.
Okay, you ward a creature until within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target. Okay. If the warded creature makes an attack, of course, Oz would never attack. His bestest pal. So, yeah, it all works. Okay, great.
This is the perfect spell to use on Oz.
It kind of is. This is the one time when Sanctuary might come in handy. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Way?
Yep.
Okay. Oz, it is your go.
Oz, getting desperate, is going to try to just kind of push this thing in the right direction. Just animal handling, of course, just wild little wing motions trying to turn it around. Like, no, that way. You can escape. You can go free.
Okay. Okay, you're starting to get through to it, but it is still very aggressive. It's almost like you're managing to convince it that you don't want to fight, but it still very much does.
All right, Oz is just doing his best.
Kelkan, it is your go.
All right, bite and claw.
Okay.
Please tell me
The
something
first
else.
one hits
Okay,
for 11 piercing.
that's for a lot of damage. Okay.
Okay. And it is now bloodied. So it's not looking so hot. Realizing now that it is getting more aggression from the bear than from Oz, it's going to switch focuses for a second. Is that the end of your turn, Brown Bear?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, it is going to try to use its multi-attack on you. Okay, 12.
That hits.
That hits. Okay, for 5 piercing. It's going to make
Okay.
2 claw attacks.
That doesn't
17
hit. That
will
does
hit. For 10 slashing damage. So a 15 total.
Shit.
Oh no.
It digs into you, the side of your throat, near your jugular, with its raptory killing claw, taking a huge gash into your side. And that is the end of its turn. Way, it is your go. This thing is bloodied and ferocious.
Yeah, no, when it goes for Kelkin's throat, I think Waylon does a little bit of a Peter Gosling scream. Because he's just not expecting it, and I'm gonna try and rapier it again.
Okay, that'll hit. Okay, it is. You managed to skewer it and pull it off of Kelken's neck and throw it on the ground. You actually managed to stick the rapier straight through it, so it has like a hole through its body. It's still standing, but it is wobbling.
Ew, get off.
Wiping the blade real quick. Okay, Oz, it is your go.
Oz is continuing trying to just kind of push it and, make it go out the door. No, they're going to kill you. You're going to join your friend in the hole. Go run out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oz
say
did not choose his words wisely.
I'm gonna say that because of the fact that it wants to leave now because it's near death, and you've already managed to convince it previously that you don't mean it any harm. It's gonna like look at you with sort of almost like a drunken, half-conscious look, its eyes blinking asynchronously, and it's just gonna take off. Does anyone want to make an attack of opportunity?
100%.
Yep.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, yeah, both of you make an attack of opportunity on it. Okay.
Oz is going to become the villain of this campaign.
Do I get to pick between which one I want to happen, bite and claws, or is there a...
Yeah, you can pick either. I mean, they're both your moves. They're both actions that you can take, right? Wei, you rolled first. Roll damage, please. Okay, with that, Wei skewers it through the head, going through its mouth and out the back of its brain, and it falls to the ground, dead, deceased.
I toss it into Kelkin's bare mouth.
Yeah, and I hit it for 12 extra damage.
because of that amazing RP, I'm going to give Kelken a 1d6 of healing for that. So you gain 5 HP points from the delicious meal you've just been fed by your friend. Okay, this brings us out of combat. Oz, how are you feeling about what you just saw?
I just imagined like that camera shot of where you see him skewer it, and then the camera focuses to something in the background. It's just Oz with his little mouth hanging open.
Oh, no.
Further scarred today.
Oh.
He is now seeing 2 things that he wanted to be friends just brutally killed.
Poor guy.
Oh, I guess it won't starve now.
Oh.
Oh,
Ronnie
no.
starts clapping.
Right. Are you okay? Do you need a heal? That thing bit you really badly.
I'm gonna go this way. And,
Oh.
and Oz is just... He's just gonna follow the rest of the party.
Wait, did
Waylon
you...
is sad. He thought he was trying.
You had temporary HP, right, Oz?
Yeah, Oz had those 5 hit points from Tavian giving us food earlier.
Right. I figured. Okay, so...
Yeah, Oz is pretty good still.
Okay, great. And so that'll be the end of that combat. And so now, Oz, you are approaching this pit. It's a 10-foot gap in front of you. You've got Finn on the other hand, or on the other edge, the other bank of it.
If I can try to be like, hold my hand out, if they to give maybe the help action or something.
Yeah,
Try to
of
grab
course, of course. And you can basically reach the entire length of the pit, really. So it's not going to be... It's going to give a lot of help. So you'll be able to make this jump with advantage.
Is there another dinosaur at the bottom of a pit? Oh no.
There is the one that is slowly bleeding out down there.
Not again.
Oz looks at the other dino. I know better than to get you out of that pit. And he's gonna try to jump over the pit. What do I need to roll?
You can do in athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. I will do acrobatics.
Okay.
Trying to flap his little wings as he jumps over the pit.
You easily make it across the pit, thanks to Ronnie. Yeah. Okay, so you are gonna be over here with your torch. Okay, Wei and Kelken, you are sharing a bro moment, feasting on this thing.
Yeah, Waylon's just like turns to Kelka and just. I wanted that thing to be his friend, but I thought I was helping. Was I a dick? Was that a dick thing to do?
I spit the blood out of my mouth as if like you know like this is what would have happened. So you're good.
Yeah. All right. With nothing else really to do here, I guess I'll go for the.
Yeah, if you guys want to make it across, make your strength checks as you jump across.
Strength or acrobatic?
I figured
that
you'd
an
want to do
option?
strength, but you can do acrobatics if you want to try.
I want to just like squat down and like wiggle at Waylon, inviting like if you want to spring off of Kelkin's back, you can do that too.
You could probably create some sort of bear bridge across with between Ronnie and Kelkin too.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, we're just like, oh, buddy, you're gonna let me ride on your back? Sweet. He'll climb on.
I like Kelkin's like human, Furbolg brain, and there's like that's not what I meant. But I do have a climb speed. Could I like climb on the walls around the pit
No,
instead?
you're a bear. You could do that. I don't see why not.
Hell yeah! So I'd like to do that with Waylon on my back.
Okay.
Just climb across the wall.
All right. So basically, this is like a rocky wall, but some of it's also dirt too. So you're just gonna need to make a strength check to make sure you can get a grip as you're going around.
Okay. I am going to. No,
you immediately dump Waylon into the pit on top of the Velociraptor that's in there. Waylon, I need you to roll a 1d6.
Okay.
All right, you take 2 damage, and so does the Velociraptor as you land on its skull, crushing it.
Oh God!
It is now dead.
Oh.
I grunt down very apologetically into the pit.
Uh-oh.
I reach down and just offer to pull Waylon out.
Yeah, you can.
Please do. I hate pits.
You can
Infinity
easily.
is laughing, cracking up.
Because you have a climb speed, you can also climb down and up and out if you want to.
Yeah, I didn't want to before because of the dinosaur, but thank you, Waylon, for taking care of that for me.
Waylon's a hero, guys.
Yep, Waylon the Dino Slayer.
All right, so you guys are moving into down a long hallway, rocky, and nothing, pretty nondescript, but it seems to be opening up into a wider area. You see a few more of these plants on the ground in front of you, and then what looks like some shadowy figures in the back, large.
Like dino figures?
Make a perception check. Can you guys see them on your...
Can I as a bear have advantage on checks that rely on smell? Can I use a smell thing?
Yes, you can. You can do a scent to do a perception check with smell. You get the sense that based on your knowledge, there are 2 large lizardy creatures back there.
I turn to the rest of the party and try and hold up my paw with only 2 of the digits extended, but I don't know how well that works.
Seeing the bear now trying to do Roddy's gesture.
Affinity gives him a high five. Yeah, we really killed that, huh?
I didn't know bears could give high fives.
Kelkin just stares at his palm like, what is my life?
Where did they have been yelling for a bit in this hallway, including then applauding after they took out the other dinosaur, is like, and like tries to put their arms out to either side, be like, stop.
Ronnie, with your long and furry bugbear ears, you can hear these creatures, whatever they are, at the back of this little area of the cave. It's like a circular area of the cave. It's a room almost. They seem to be snoring loudly, just like really loud snoring. They're just down for the count.
Okay. I turn around and, hey, there's some real big guys in here. I think they're asleep. I think we should just try to sneak past them. I look at Owl. Excuse me. I look at Oz. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah.
Just gonna pass them. Right?
Okay. I would like to not kill any more dinosaurs today, so okay.
We don't want to kill them at all. We want for them to not know that we're here.
Well, if we need to sneak, I'm really good at that. So
Yeah. I think people who are good at sneak maybe should go first. I'll bring up the rear because I'm not good at sneak.
my job
Should
is
I, like,
sneak.
I'm decent at sneak.
What?
I'm decent at the sneakies.
Okay, so Finn, you and Oz maybe head off first. Way.
Wade looks down and he's covered in chainmail. Just
Yeah, I think Ronnie does the same. We're just like, yeah, hey. Ugh.
Okay, so how about we do sneak, no sneak, sneak, no sneak, sneak.
I mean, I could just take this off.
I think the folks who are good at sneaking should go first, and if we wake them, we should book it.
Okay, I like that plan too.
Yeah, that seems like less effort than taking all our clothes off. Let's do this. She's gonna try to
You
stay
can
to the
hear
walls
the
here.
dinosaurs breathing.
Can I suggest going down? Because I think I had seen a little, but I don't know for sure. Be careful of the loud plants.
Wait,
Right.
should we snuff the torches? And you can take. Because if Ronnie and I are going together, and Ronnie can see in the dark, I can trust Ronnie to hopefully not get us eaten by dinosaurs. I don't imagine you want that. Finn, you can take Oz. Cal, I don't know, bears are really good at sniffing. Or you could come with one of us.
Yeah, Oz, get over here.
Oh, okay.
Buddy system?
But
Yeah,
buddy
yeah.
system.
All right, so how are you going to do this?
Torches.
I feel like Finn is holding Oz's wing hand
Mhm.
and is trying to just sneak past through this space here as to not touch a bush.
This space here is a little outcropping of rock.
Oh, barnacles. Okay.
So, you're going to have to do something. If your goal is to move this way to the north, you're going to have to get past these plants somehow. Now, these plants, I will say, are not as tall as you are. They are about maybe 1.5 feet high.
Okay. So, like, jumpable.
Yeah, you get the sense that you might be able to jump over them, or you might be able to walk slowly and carefully and just manage to use your stealth skills to get through them. But you're going to have to, risk doing one or the other in order not to wake these big bad boys.
Okie dokie. I feel like Finn's style is going to just try to do a little graceful hop over.
Okay. You can make an athletics or an acrobatics.
Okie dokie. Don't fail me now.
Perfect.
Woo!
You do like an insane gymnast jackknife, like switching in the air and landing perfectly, almost as if to say that landing I made earlier was just a fluke. Like that was the mistake. Normally I'm perfect. And you land on the other side.
All right, she's gonna gesture over to Oz, be like, "Now you try."
Oz, you cannot see the gesture.
Oh no!
Puppies.
Where do I go? She let go of my hand.
Can I give Oz lace my fingers together and be like, give them a boost, give him a boost over?
Yeah. I mean, Oz doesn't weigh very much, right? I mean, he's a bird, so he probably doesn't weigh that much at all.
Yeah.
I would say that likely, with your incredible strength for like pushing and pulling, you move as a size larger too. I would say that
Yeah.
when it comes to Oz especially, you could probably easily give Oz a piggyback ride should you need to, or put him on Kelken, or even Waylon probably could with his limited
Yeah, I think
intelligence and strength.
I just try to hand him to Finn.
Just getting a dig in on Waylon, seeing if Ruthie will take the bait. Okay, so how are you deciding to do this? You're gonna put your hand on it?
I think if I just pick you up, and if it's okay with Oz, I'll just sort of pick them up under the wings and try to just like hand them over to Finn.
Right.
Oz cannot see. He will not fight just being picked up and handed over.
Yeah, Finn's gonna, being able to see this, just have her arms open as much as she can.
Wait, I want to check Finn's strength here. How strong is Finn?
Oh no.
Super strong?
-1.
I knew it.
Okay.
Wait, that's not -1. It's just 1.
No, I thought it was. I got my characters confused. Nope,
She's a 1, so she's not that bad. All right, so make a strength check.
Okay.
As you're just to make sure you can successfully hold the. so Oz tips forward in your arms and lands directly on the bush.
Boy.
And you can hear the crunching of the leaves beneath Oz's legs as he tries to find purchase beneath him, fearing he's going to fall, instinctively just trying to find something to grab the talons into. So the amount of sound that is coming off of that is going to be 11. Okay, so I'm going to make I'm going to see if these guys have the, how deeply asleep are they, guys? It's all going to come down to this. So hold on to your feathers.
Relatable.
These guys are like really tired. I feel like they just had a big meal. And so as a result of that, let's see. Perception is intelligence, yeah? Oh wait, they have perception here.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, this is not good for you guys.
Oh boy.
This is really not
I
good
love
for you
hearing
guys.
that.
You see them snuffle and shake, but they do not wake. This is one of those terrifying movie moments where the person jangles the keys, they knock the can, but the sleeping creature does not wake. You are not in trouble of waking Daddy today. Both dinosaurs are still asleep, even with their amazing +5 perception.
Finn is just gonna like slowly grabbing Oz's wings, just like pull him over to her on the other side.
Okay, Oz is successfully on the other side.
I guess I'll sort of put my hand back, which I guess reaches to like here. Wait. Come on.
What?
Come on, this way.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
I'm not gonna try to toss you like I did Oz, but if you,
Please do not.
I could give you like a uppies.
Just demeaning way. I fucking love it. Way, I get the sense that you probably don't want to think that Ronnie can easily carry you, but probably Ronnie easily can't carry you. Either of the people with you could easily carry you.
Oh yeah, no, Waylon, I think he's got like that middle child thing of like, please do not pick me up.
Yeah, no, and I sort of like, I do the actual thing of lacing my fingers together to offer to give a boost to help
Apes together.
Wade just jump over on his own big man self himself.
Just, oh, I thought you were gonna just scoop me up. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Is that, do you want
No,
can't.
I'm fine with this. No.
Oh, I see.
No,
So
it's
you're
fine.
gonna do the interlaced hands, step on my hands, and I will jettison you
Give
over
you-
the plants.
Yeah.
You're doing The Last of Us, basically, is what you're doing. The thing they do like,
Yeah.
every 5 seconds in that game. Right. Okay, in order for this
So
to
am I
work, you
rolling?
guys will want to stand like either here or closer, and maybe you guys on the other side will want to back up a little bit to give them room in case there's any tumbles or stumbles. But yeah, because otherwise you would be going straight into a rock, and I didn't want that to happen. All right. So basically, let's see. You're both basically. Well, we already know Ronnie is strong enough to do this, right? So we're gonna say this is a Wayland jump with. Let's say it's athletics with advantage, thanks to Ronnie's help. That makes the most sense
Okay.
with your guys' kits.
All right. Here we go. 0 mod.
Holy crap.
Good.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, Ronnie, for existing. Wayland lands
Yes.
over here and sort of tumbles forward, landing into Finn's arms.
Oh, what?
I can't see right now.
Oh, you too.
Okay, well you can definitely move, so get off.
Where do I get off? I don't know where the bushes are.
She shoves him onto the bush.
Behind
and-
you?
Does the brown bear have dark vision?
Brown Bear does not have dark vision. Brown Bear is very worried about this current and Brown Bear is considering turning back.
I'm like, I sort of try to gesture to Finn and sort of be like, go a little further down just in case we need to start running.
Okay. She's just gonna grab both Way and Oz and just try to guide them, like, just away from the bush.
They're walking.
and I'll-
They're currently walking down the hall in Wizard of Oz fashion.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow the yellow
I was
brick
thinking
road.
Oz is just held on to Finn's leg like a small child with the death grip, just arms and legs around her leg.
I think Ronnie reaches out behind them and like grabs sort of a tuft of kelp, and, like pulls him over and like, hey, do you want uppies too?
I look at Ronnie with like almost a sense of pity in my eyes, and I turn back into Kelkin to make life easier because I can imagine trying to huck a bear over it is much more difficult.
I mean, I pulled you up a tower when you were a wolf. I think we can do it.
I don't know. The bear's probably a little bit heavier, right? They said the dire wolf
Yeah.
was crazy heavy though, so I don't
Yeah.
really know.
But
that-
I have my thing.
No, I'm
No,
not.
I'll
I'm not
turn-
arguing. I was just sort of speculating which form is the heaviest. I still think bear because bears have big tummies. That's just my guess,
Big
and big
bag.
butts. But yeah, you should. Even though you guys are the same height, you should be able to, because of your incredible strength, Ronnie, give him the same deal.
Yeah, I'm like, I wasn't gonna make you toss me over there as a bear. I'm not that.
And for reference,
gonna-
the ceilings are very high in here because they do have to accommodate these big dinosaurs as well.
Right. Well, Ronnie,
Yeah.
I guess I'll need a hand again if you could,
I
do
do
the
the
thing.
thing.
All
Okay,
right,
roll in
so-
athletics as you're being thrown across this with advantage, thanks to Ronnie.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Please. Oh wait, that was just one.
No, that was 2. 10, 7.
Oh, that was 3. What am I doing? I'm sorry.
Okay, with the 10, you're able to make it across.
Whew. Thank you. Thank you. That was scary.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Now, Ronnie, there's a couple ways you could go about this, but because you have such long reach, it's going to be pretty easy for you to do this.
Okay.
You could probably leap forward and do a handstand and get to the other side pretty easily, I would say, just because you're so lanky. I mean, honestly, Is it just long arms or is it long limbs, right? I feel like you could probably step across this pretty easily.
I mean, the trait is called long limbed.
Right. I mean, it makes sense that you have long. I imagine you having almost like an orangutan length, limbs.
After all of that, and I just step over.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you probably could just step over at this point, or make an easy jump that would only be a 5-foot jump that I don't think would require. I mean, if you'd like to roll athletics on it, you can, but I don't.
I would love to just step over if that is on
just
the
step
table.
over.
You
Just
get
step
to
over.
decide.
Just step over.
Great.
Okay,
Step over.
great. You guys did a
And
good job of
very
negotiating.
sincerely to everyone, I'm like, really good work, everybody. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
I just whisper to the party. I can like make a little fireball in my hand if you guys need to see. Would that be too risky? What do you think?
I mean,
Relight the torches.
Torches are.
Did we bring any of them behind?
No,
Did
you
we
didn't.
bring
You
any of
left
them
the
with us?
torches. You left the torches over here.
I asked if we could snuff them out.
I have more torches.
Okay, yeah, that's good too.
I got more torches too.
Okay, I mean, if you want to save it, I can just I hold up a finger and a little, tiny little flame. I can produce flame.
You're gonna have to teach me how to hold it like that.
I mean, it's not quite, as magical as Finn's stuff,
how
but, it's
how
a pretty
bright
neat
is
party
the
trick.
flame? Is it as bright as a torch?
I put
or is
my
it a
hands
low
out.
light?
I put my arm out again. Also, I'm like, wait. Can we
Bright
see
light in 10 foot, dim light in 10 feet.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's like this. That's a pretty cool cantrip, I gotta say. Okay,
Yeah.
so it should be like this. Did that work
Oh,
for you
thank
guys?
God, I can see. Yeah.
So you're just holding up a
holding my
finger,
arm.
right?
Everyone again.
holding my arms out again to stop anyone from walking past me if I can.
I go in for a hug, because that's what I think is going on here.
I'm facing away from you, but that's. but I'm still like, hey man, thanks. It's weird down here, but hey, Finn.
hi.
Sorry, just everyone. There's some weird stuff up there. Can we see
yep.
the light coming from that cavern?
Yes. Tavern? Oh, cavern.
Cavern.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Where?
I designed this really badly, if that's what it looks like. Yes. Okay. So as you guys are sort of making your way around here to around this corner, which you can do so safely, you see a very strange sight. You see a pedestal with a large green orb in the center of it. Hovering nearby it, you see the pterodactyl from earlier, who was afraid, but is now just sort of hovering and circling around this orb happily. And you see a bunch of dinosaurs, and there's this worn track around the orb, and they all seem to be moving and swaying rhythmically as they sort of pace and parade around this orb. It's almost like they're dancing. And at the back of the cavern, you see what looks to be a figure, and he is holding a scepter that is glowing with green light. This figure is a lizard folk, and he is dressed in sort of worn rags and cloth. Despite being relatively hermitical in the way he looks, he's rather tall and imposing, about as tall as you, Ronnie. He's got scaly green skin that appears to be, in the light of his staff, marked in tribal tattoos that sort of glow with arcane energy. He has amber eyes that are sort of half hidden beneath a hood. And he has a long, slender snout with some sharp teeth jutting out from them. And his robes seem to be adorned with feathers and bones. And his staff has this crystal on top of it that is emitting the light, the green light that you are seeing.
Can everyone see that?
Yeah, it looks real weird.
Real weird.
Yeah.
Oz is staring at the orb.
Kelkin, is this like normal for these sort of creatures?
See, I was gonna tear apart my book, seeing a literal dinosaur cult, but then I kind of get the sense that the guy behind them's controlling it, so it's still in the realm of sanity for me.
Okay, cool. Dinosaur cult. Can check that off the bucket list, I guess.
Can everyone give me a stealth roll here?
Oh, cool.
Okay,
Are you kidding me?
yeah, that's like your.
Oh,
You hear this voice emanate from the lizard folk, and he yells, "Stop!" And all the dinosaurs stop moving and turn to look at him, and he points past them and the orb towards you guys, and they all sort of turn and look. They all sort of have glazed expressions, as if they're under his command somehow. And he's going to step forward to you all. Oops. And he is going to address you. Who goes there? You intrude. See you not the signs? I warn you. Dangerous place. You could be snuffed out like that! And he smacks his staff against his palm for emphasis.
You're so right. We are lost.
Lost.
So we're just trying to get through here. Don't want to cause any trouble. Not trying to interrupt your dance,
Yeah, no, we're huge fans of dinosaurs. Hey, look. We've even got a cosplayer. Points at Oz.
Oz is still staring at the orb. I want to touch it.
Don't, please do not.
He steps a few feet forward, but is clearly not doesn't want to get too close. Can you make a persuasion roll, Finn, to see if he believes you?
Sure.
That's not a deception, right? That's a persuasion, because you are sort of
I
lost
think
and
so.
stuck, so
Might I cast a spell?
Oh no.
Can I?
If you does it have verbal or somatic components? Because if so, he will be able to see you casting a spell and might respond.
It does. It's charm person though, so it would come out as just me like as a compliment, I think, or
Can you
I don't
post
know.
it in chat? I want to make sure that's accurate.
Sure. Yeah,
Because-
absolutely. That's fair. There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, you are able to cast Charm Person on him. He's within range. He is a humanoid, and so in order to do that, he is going to before he can react, he's going to make a Wisdom saving throw to try to avoid that.
Nice.
With the DC spell 14, I will now roll his Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, this looks really cool and all.
oh my god.
He saves.
Yep.
Yeah, this is so cool.
He points at you and is like, "You trespassers, do not try to play tricks on my mind. Is this what you have come for?" And he gestures to the orb. You look so sneaky, you with the devil's blood inside of you. Would you like to become food for my friends? My friends are very hungry.
If you want to see a trick, though, I can definitely do that.
I care not for your tricks.
Oh.
I wish for you to tell the truth. Tell me the truth, and perhaps you shall live.
Okay, well, we're seriously for real lost. So, the first thing I said was the truth.
We ran into this cave trying not to be eaten. We weren't really thinking where we were going other than that.
You run into cave with warning say you will be eaten. Can you not read the old scripts? I write in 2 language, so you understand.
The immediate threat was a little bit scarier than a warning.
You speak the language of the dragon. He points to you, Oz.
I mean, I try.
He's gonna speak to you in Draconic. You interpret this to mean... Actually, make a perception roll if you can understand it non-written. Or a wisdom... Or I guess this would be an intelligence roll? Is intelligence perception? Or is that wisdom?
No, wisdom.
Would
I
it
think
be
it's
perception or insight?
It's not a save, right? I think it
Oh.
would be an intelligence based on your knowledge of the language.
Would it be history, then?
I don't think so
History.
necessarily. I think it's straight intelligence in this case because it is an academic thing.
You could potentially, if you felt like it, do intelligence plus proficiency since he does speak the language.
I mean, Oz reads the language.
The lore, the canon is that Oz is a self-taught Draconic speaker who thinks. He's sort of like Peggy Hill in King of the Hill, where he thinks he knows Spanish, but doesn't. He's a little bit better than that. So he can read it, but if hearing it out loud, it's like I could piece together what a sentence in like German or French means if I'm like really staring at it for a little while. But if I heard it out loud, it might not sound immediately understandable. And so that's sort of what's happening here. So make a straight intelligence check to see if you can understand.
Okay. Not saving throw, just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. Okay, you can sort of you can mostly understand what he refers to them as, meaning your party members. You're not sure. Contextually, it seems like it's either a slur or something insulting. Like something like you're not 100% sure, but it sounds mean. It sounds not nice. But it says what...
I'm pretty sure that's the word my papa says I'm not supposed to use.
he laughs at this and says but what is your answer? The rest of his statement was or question was, what do these blanks want?
Wow.
We just kind of want to get out of this cave and not be eaten. Please.
Not be eaten. You come to wrong place if not be eaten is your goal. What you run from that sends you here, I wonder. What make you enter here where be eaten is the threat?
Very big thing, many sharp teeth. Was very scary.
Big thing with spine on its back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We have common enemy, I see. I live here. I am Zarnak. Live here since I was young. Shipwrecked on this very island. It happens to many, but few survive. But I find this orb make everything nice. Make ferocious creatures of the island. And he places his hand on this hadrosaur's neck, and it's sort of like it shudders playfully, like, ooh, that feels good. He's like, this is my friend now, not my servant. My friend.
You're trying to be friends with the dinos too?
Yes.
I gave one a ton of food and it got friendly.
Ha 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 ha! You are like me as a child. Wish to understand the beasts. But the beasts do not always understand you back, do they?
I mean, they do go for bites sometimes. That's why I try to put food in their mouth so they can't bite me instead.
Ha ha ha! His booming laugh fills the cave. Yes, you try the old ways. The natural ways. I studied the natural ways. My teacher, And he looks down momentarily. He teach me many things. He teach me forbidden ways to speak the ways of the nature. As he's saying this, he looks at you, Kelken. You! Do you speak the ways of nature?
Kelkin has been like holding his tongue this whole time because there's a kind of barely like a simmering rage because his understanding so far is that the dinosaurs are his thralls, and it's like, yes, I speak the natural language, but I don't deign to use it to enthrall helpless animals. What is it you're doing with them?
Oh ho! This one truly is of the druidic arts. You can tell, as he acts smarter than everyone, even though he probably very dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. They are not.
That's real mature, buddy.
They are not
Coming from a
thralls.
glowing green lizard man.
What is
That's the
wrong
best I
with
could
my
come up with.
skin? I am friend to all these. These I treat as lizard folk like me. They have nature, they have instincts, but they lack reason. I give that to them. I feed them. I let them play here in harmony. See how happy they are. And they do seem to be relatively content, I guess. There does seem to be some sort of magical effect over them as a result of the orb, but they don't seem sick or ill in any way.
So you protect them down here. You keep them safe?
I try. But that is not only reason. This is not sanctuary for them. They can come and go as they please. But it is safe. Spino cannot get inside. Too narrow. So here, should they wish, they can dance and play. I share the food I have. This is my way.
I'll just back up a little bit and say, fine, but I'm keeping an eye on you. If things aren't as they seem, you won't get away with taking away their liberties. And I just back up and kind of try not to deal with the situation and let the others go ahead.
We mean no harm to you, nor your friends.
He's not going
May
to
we
let
pass?
this go. He's going to ignore the rest and he's going to point towards Kelken. What good is liberty when it ends in death? I leave them in the fields. I leave them in the jungles. The Spino rips them apart. I keep them safe in here. I help them sleep. I help them. I keep them safe. The world out there, it is filled with ignorant like you. You who use them for food. You who come in with your ships, your drinking, your foolish ways. They are my friends here. I make sure nothing happened to them.
Liberty is the ability to live and die in a way you see fit. Robbing creatures of that. You claim to be a druid, but this is not the way that we do things. We are to live in harmony with nature, not interrupt its natural flow and manipulate it to suit us. I will stand down because I have friends and I trust so far. Believe me, it's very, very shaky trust that you aren't using them for any nefarious schemes. But as soon as that facade drops, I will be all over you. Mark my words.
I swear to you 2 things. 1, I am not like you. I am no druid. My teacher, he was one, but he is no more. He broke his code to teach what he could, only because he knew he would die on this island. I will die here too. And so, I learn from the books left here in shipwrecks what I can of arcane ways. I use them, but I am not strong enough. Then I find this. It gives me a little bit of extra power. And because of that, we dance. And the dinosaurs proceed to dance around in a circle a little bit. There is no harm in it. But here you come. And I suspect that you come in through my cave, and you do so in violence to come so far. Tell me, have you taken the lives of these creatures in this natural order you love so much?
The natural order is that the fittest must survive. Whatever we did, we acted in self-defense. And even then, I point at Oz, even then we have been trying our hardest to make sure that those who are not aggressive towards us leave without any harm being done unto them. Our travels so far on this island have seen us make friends with a great deal of natural life. We only act in self-defense, and that is a fact.
Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
Okay. One sec. Okay.
That's a 16 and a 0. So with
Falcon.
an advantage, that is a 16.
Oh,
And
God.
looking
And a
at
-1.
looking at Oz and his little costume, and seeing the bright look of happiness on Oz's face as he watches the dinosaurs dance, and the suggestion that he seems to actually like what Oz is about, even if it is a costume, and even if it is, he was the first one to mention friends and sort of see what Zarnak felt, that what he's trying to do. He feels the antagonism from Kalkan, but he understands where this apprehension comes from. He's felt it before. I understand your ways. They are not my own. I take what I want, and I do what I need to survive. I am not so different from these animals, I suppose, which is why they are my friends, and why I will protect them. If you continue on this way, behind me, you will find an exit. But beware, the beast you fear still stomps these grounds. Should you hear a splashing in the water, or stomping in the distance, take care. Other creatures, not so friendly as these.
And your magic can't affect it?
No. There is something deeply powerful in that one. Strong will. Strong mind, perhaps. More intelligent? Not that there is anything wrong with being more simple. And he pats the pterodon on its head. But I try, but it seems I am not powerful enough. As you guys are talking, a familiar face emerges, and shaking its tail, happy to see the others, waddles into the center of the circle and begins to dance as well, continuing them as they all move around. It is the Dimetrodon that Oz rescued from the cage earlier in the Goblin Village a few sessions ago. And acting as if it had done so before, it joins the rest of them in this little ballet.
Oh, friend is okay.
Friend, you know this one? He walks over to the newly appearing Dimetrodon.
Yeah, I helped him out of a goblin cage.
He was gone. Yes, I remember this one's face. I thought he was lost forever. Food for the pirates or the goblins. You saved him.
Yeah, I helped him out of a cage. It gave him a whole lot of snacks.
He looks at the Dimetrodon, and from his forehead, a little beam emerges, and it goes into the forehead of the Dimetrodon. It seems to be sharing his thoughts somehow. And he thinks about it, and he looks at you. You truly are a kind heart. He seems to be considering this. And then he says, "Here, take this." And he hands Oz a potion of superior healing. I would like to see you again, preferably alive. Use this to stay so.
Oh, thank you.
You are most welcome. But if you would please, I would like to stay and commune with my friends. This is our place, not yours. You may come back to visit, but maybe only you, as your friends seem more, apprehensive.
Oh, they're fine. We've just been through a lot today.
I understand. The exit is in this direction. He points behind him.
Ronnie sort of like nods politely and just like starts heading that way.
Affinity is glaring at that dude, but also is just following Ronnie, just wants to get out of the cave.
Way's gonna stick near Kelkin and kind of hope Kel doesn't decide to attack.
I'm just like muttering to myself as I walk out of the cave. Not necessarily angry anymore, but just more like there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Waylon's kind of like placating, like, yeah, you told him, man, you showed him. Yeah.
Careful, there's a strange void ahead.
Not again.
Oswald gives the mango to the Dimetrodon before waving by. Bye, Mr. Lizard Man.
The lizard man does not seem to acknowledge it, but just continues in the dance.
As soon as Oz walks through the
nice.
tunnel, I'd like to ask Oz, what's your read on that guy? Clearly, a lot of clouded judgment over here, but I trust you. What do you think about him?
Oh, he seems nice. He's a dinosaur friend.
As good an answer as you could expect.
Yeah.
He danced with the dinosaurs. How could you not like him?
I mean, Oz, I'm just worried he's like hypnotizing the dinosaurs or something. You want to be friends with them like naturally, but you know, if he was such a good guy, wouldn't he have been able to do that too?
I mean, they seem fine. They're not in cages. They're not hurt.
You know, you're probably right. I'm just kind of a stickler for the ways that I was taught. But yeah, it's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's continue.
Yeah, maybe he'll let me take one home. And Oz walks off.
We're going to be heading back to the world map now. Right now, I'd like to take our 5-minute break, if we could. So everyone be back by 10:11. Or I'm sorry, whatever is 11 minutes after the hour. Let's say 12 minutes after the hour, just to be safe. And as I can feel Meowth biting me, she wants some attention right now. But yeah, we're going to go on to our break. And, oh my gosh, loud cat. And, yeah, we'll be right back. I'm going to put you guys on mute momentarily. And put on starting soon. Okay, you guys are unmuted. And now we are back on the world map. You will find yourselves... That's interesting. Which map is it?
Green looks like you
It's
were
been-
able to see a little bit more than what the party can see.
Yeah, exactly. He was looking at my map this whole time. Oh, jeez. Glad I didn't have anything crazy on the DM layer. That would have been crazy. But I guess that's also how I didn't notice it. But anyway. Okay, so you find yourselves basically are able to crawl through a crevice in this rock. No problem for Ronnie with her amazing, or with their amazing squeezing abilities. But you make it. It looks like the exit of this cave is in a nondescript crevice between some what looks to be rubble and a slightly upturned tree. It'll be easy enough for you to find it should you ever want to go back to it. But for the unassuming observer, it might be just a totally random thing that they might think leads nowhere. So it's a pretty good secret exit or entrance to Zarnak's lair. So you have made it, and just by peeking through the trees to the south, you can see you were. Looks like you were correct. You are on the other side of the river. You have made it to the other side successfully. And now you're a bit farther north than you have ever been before.
Well,
Would
should
we
we?
know we're close to the weird tower thing?
Yeah, should we look into Kiki's thing?
As far away as physically possible, please.
So, Kiki mentioned that very close to the vicinity where you are was where this place was that Kiki could not get underground. And there was some sort of magical force barring entry. So, could we get some perception or investigation checks to see if you can find this place? Ronnie, you can immediately see the something sticking out, something clearly stone and humanoid made to the northwest. That is the direction of the ruins, you believe.
Yeah, I think we're by it. Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Not saying no, but like, why are we doing that?
I think, sorry, I'm going to try to pull up their proper name used in this formal moment.
Kick it back.
Kick it to back it to. It sounds like Kick it to back it to's family, friends, the others of their kind might be in there.
Kiki helped us find the boat. We should at least look.
I think it's the right thing to do. And hey, also he said that maybe people are killing them for god power, so maybe we shouldn't let people have those.
Wait. Your bullshit detector is what led us to Kiki in the first place. Is your bullshit detector going off now? Like, do you get any weird bullshit sense from there? I still don't. Kelkin has no idea what bullshit is, but heard it being used in reference.
How's your bullshit meter doing right now, Wei?
I would like to activate a quick divine sense.
Okay, great. Are you using your Fabian power, or are you using your paladin power, or your regular paladin power? Gotcha.
Yeah.
So not a Fabian's favor, but a divine sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will let you know of any. Right now, you are beyond 60 feet of this thing, so in order for this to be
Okay.
successfully effective, you'll probably be about a 20-minute walk to get there. But you will be able to use that if you want to when you get closer.
Not yet. Maybe if we get closer, I can.
I'm gonna get rid of your birthday dice thing here while I'm on your sheet.
Yeah. It's too much responsibility.
Too much power.
No one person should have all that power.
All right. So, what are you guys deciding on doing? Has Affinity successfully dissuaded you from going any closer?
No.
No.
By democracy.
I didn't want to. I just want to get the heck off this island, you know? What I mean?
I'm not saying we're going in. I'm saying we're finding a big hill, we're climbing a tree, we are staying way the fuck away from this thing. We get a good look at it, then we peel on out of here.
Okay, so we're reconnaissancing for
Yes.
Kiki.
Yep.
But don't we
Okay.
want to help Grandpa Worm?
That's what we're doing. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Okay, so you get closer, you walk for about 20 minutes, and you get a little bit closer. You see what looks to be a massive flat structure up a set of stairs. It's raised about maybe 5-6 feet up that you could walk up these stairs, and there's a couple pedestals on it with a big flat platform. There seems to be a large statue at the back of it as well. And if you'd like, I can take you over there now to get a better sense of what you're looking at. And you'll still be distant on this one. But yeah, I should be able to show you in just a moment. Okay, bring you guys here. It's always a little awkward when you have a ton of maps. Okay. So, this is what you're looking at here. Yeah, like that. Text at the top is kind of covering the statue in the back, but
There's text?
There's text at the top?
on
you're talking
stream.
about-
On stream. Not on your
Right.
game. Okay, yeah, let me fade out the campaign name text for a second so I can show
Yeah, the
chat
party
what it
just
looks
sees
like.
big floating block text hovering above the entire area.
Why do I see boss help at the top of our line of sight?
So yeah, you see this gigantic sort of like a big pedestal. It's slightly overgrown with jungle life. There appears to be this large central platform atop a small set of stairs. On the platform, there sit 4 small pillars, each with what looks like a little indent at the top. There also seems to be, in the center of the small staircase leading up to the main platform, it looks like there's some sort of, tablet or something, like a stone tablet.
Am I within range enough to use another divine sense?
Yeah, you guys are now at the tree line now, let's say, and I can move you guys onto the map if you guys would like to be closer to it. It does, from what you can see, look to be completely unoccupied at present. So you can use a divine sense. At present, you do not sense any celestial fiend or undead in the vicinity.
Alright, I got nothing. Anyone got anything, or should we dip?
I mean, we were only here for Kiki. I mean, we may as well dip, but you think we should maybe tell him that he shouldn't swing by here? Because he was gonna, right?
Yes. Looks like a bust, unfortunately.
Can anyone make out what's on that tablet?
If you get, it's a little far from if you're, but if you guys want to get closer, you definitely can and look at it. I put you guys on the map as well at the bottom.
Yes. Sorry. I just didn't select myself.
I mean, I guess if we needed, I could
I could go look at it.
Yes.
Okay, Ronnie, as you're getting closer to it, you see that there is writing on it. Although it has been faded, it looks like it's been chipped. It used to be one carven stone sheet that has just been slowly chipped and eroded over time. So this looks pretty old. It appears to be dwarven. Both in make, all of this appears to be dwarven in make and in writing. So if you can read dwarven, you might be able to make out what some of the faded lettering has to say.
Hey, you speak Dwarven?
Oh shit, I do.
Hey.
Can you read this?
I'll walk up, lean in.
Okay. It reads, place the orbs and open. Though the rest is damaged and ineligible. Or, I'm sorry, illegible.
Well,
Yeah, orbs. Place them. Something happens.
alright, well, we definitely only know where one orb is, I think.
Actually, I think I know where another one is.
Oh?
Well, there's the one with the sandwich, and then there's that
Oh, that's
asshole lizard guy.
Oh, right.
I don't know, it's kind of orby shaped, right?
No,
Yep.
that probably
It's kind of-
tracks.
It was
I was
described
kind of
as an
focused on
orb.
the dragon.
I don't know if Mr. Lizard would like it if we touched his orb.
Oh,
I
fuck no, I'm not
confident.
going back there.
That he would not, and until we have a sense of where all four are, I don't see any reason to start antagonizing people early.
I mean, there's also the case of, like, do we want to be walking around the island on a wild orb hunt, not really knowing what they do because a tablet tells us to?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
seems like a bad idea.
I don't do tablet peer pressure.
Ruthie, if you could give yourself inspiration for that remembering of the witch's note. That was a really good move. I like that.
Can I go try to check out the statue a little bit?
Oh yeah. You
Or
can definitely, you can
is
move
there
around this
anything we
map
can sort
and do. So yeah, these are like little 5 feet up. You're only like 5-6 feet off the ground. So yeah, you would have to jump off the back, but no big deal for you. So you're going up there, and yeah, it looks like a big stone statue. Right there is sort of like a bad AI art version of what it's supposed to look like, but it's supposed to be a giant stone figure that looks like eroded, sort of like the rest of these ruins. It looks like it's part of the same set, and it's holding a big what looks to be, it's actually a little bit hard to make out exactly what it is, but it looks to be like a rod or a hammer or something with a hole in the center of it. Almost like a square butterfly net, but there's no net on the back. It's just an empty hole.
I assume it seems like it's very well attached and not a cool thing that I can take or something.
You can try.
Yeah, I'll touch it.
You touch it, and it feels like it is attached to the statue. Like it feels like it is firmly within this statue's grip, so to speak.
I head back.
All right. It seems like, based on your just sort of cruising and perusing around the area, that this is you've seen everything that you can see. However, as you're walking back, Ronnie, you notice that there appears to be more dwarven writing along the on each of the pillars as you walk past them. You sort of
Hey,
saw what.
wait, can you come up here for a sec?
Oh, yeah, sure. What's up?
Just some more writing. Figured it'd be good to know about it before we head out.
All right, yeah. And I'll start looking at the pillars and reading them. And when I'm sufficiently away from the party, I'll try and think at Fabian really hard to let him know to tell Kiki that we're looking at the strange stone pillars.
Okay. As you get to this first one, on the bottom right of the map, you get the words in Dwarven, "Dancing Blades." And have you already thought to Fabian at this point?
Yeah, just I don't know how this works. Do I need to pray? Is that how it works?
You
Fabian?
hear a rumbling to your right, and suddenly Kikatobagata appears.
Waylon jumps.
Emerges from the dirt nearby. Ah, you found it! And then, like a few seconds later, you see Fabian appear before you. Good lords, that thing is fast when it wants to be. I merely got your message and relayed it to him, and he zoomed away here.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that was really fast. I guess you wouldn't have been able to, give a heads up. Holy shit.
You found it! You found it! And you see he comes over here.
Grandpa Worm.
Ah, little one. So, have you discovered the secrets of this place? I feel as though my people or one of their secrets is hidden within.
Well, we don't think it's one of your people. Our friend over there, I pointed to Wei. Our friend over there, Wei, has a really good sense for these kind of things. You know, he calls it his bullshit detector, and that's what led us to you in the first place. But it doesn't really seem like anything's around here.
You consider me to be bullshit?
Bullshit? Wait, I thought that was just what's? And then I turn around to Oz. Wait, what's bullshit?
No idea. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to say the second word in that, so it's probably not good.
Look, you're gonna have to take that up with Wei. Point is, we don't think any of your people seem to be around, so we just wanted to tell you.
But I did get a sense that something of theirs was down inside. Something is calling to me down there. I can't explain it. It's not... But perhaps you're right. Maybe it isn't one of us. Maybe something else. Very strange. But I think we should find out if we can.
Well, it seems
Gonna
like
do
these
it.
pedestals are activated by orbs. Do you know what these may be? We know about their existence, but we don't really know much about them specifically.
I'm not familiar. He goes up and he starts inspecting them. At this point, Wei, are you still perusing and reading these?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one on the top right says Cock's Crown.
Wailing snickers.
Oh, please. You're not amused by the mention of a mere cock, are you?
I mean, I guess they're nice to look at too, but come on, that was funny.
Ugh, pathetic. I could show you a better cock right here, right now. And he prestidigitates a giant
Please?
penis on his head.
Yeah. Oh, Waylon goes to like cover where he was expecting the cock, and then just.
Uh, Ronnie, do you notice Waylon laughing to himself?
I think probably, but it's like, mm.
Yeah, right. Like, it seems weird. Oh well. Yeah, sorry.
It's been a tough day.
Yeah, right. Sorry it took me so long to get back to you. I was having the most fascinating chat with a worm there. You know, he's quite ancient, as ancient as me, but for one of his kind, he's the youngest, I think, in existence, perhaps. He knows not of the actual war to seal the gods away, but he does know. He doesn't know it firsthand, I should say, but he knows the tales. So he has sort of a fascination with the history. I think that's why he wanted to inspect this. He also seems quite lonely, which means probably why he's grown attached to us and why he let me pester him with questions for so long. You haven't gotten into any danger, have you?
No, there was just this weird monkey guy and some dinosaurs. Oh, I almost drowned.
What? Oh. Well, you seem alright.
Yeah. Kelkin's got a weird Cthulhu thing.
A
Maybe I
what?
should learn how to swim.
Yes, that might come in
Octopus,
handy. Perhaps the penguin man at the beach can help you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's see here. This one says Dayglow.
Are there any, like, color associations on the pillars?
No, everything on the pillars is stone gray.
Okay. Ray will tell Fabian about the glowing green orb that they just saw in the spooky dinosaur cave.
And about the inscription as well, I would imagine. That you just read at the front.
Yeah, the four orbs. Place them on the pillars, and something will happen. I guess.
Well, there you have it. Seems fairly straightforward.
That last guy seemed like he wasn't exactly gonna give it, and I'm.
Oh, I
Long
see.
slots.
And you, as a noble pacifist, have a problem with just taking things. You know, people's belongings,
like me.
identities, that sort of thing.
Oh, gosh. You got a ton of dinosaurs. You think we're gonna be able to do it by ourselves?
He might. I don't know. Perhaps you can use that head of yours to figure a way out. Does he have anything that you could trade for it? Or do you have something that you could trade? Perhaps that little owl. He could make a snack for a dinosaur.
You think you'd want the Triceratops thing for it?
The what?
Waylon will pull out the Triceratops horn.
What does that even do?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to use it. Every time I start to think about it, I think, nah, maybe later.
Well, if you don't know what it does, you'd better have a pretty convincing story about why it's valuable.
I can think of something.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
And then I'll go back down here to this one.
This one says Jaybird.
Jaybird.
Jay or just like J dash?
It is Well, I think it's using a different alphabet, but yeah, I think it would
Oh.
translate to JAY bird in our modern common English.
That would be a pretty cool rap name.
J Dog, J Bird.
Kiki's gonna slide over to you, and and is going to look directly at Fabian for a second, and it'd be like, ah, so you too are involved in the solving of this great mystery. And Fabian's going to be like, I told you, be quiet, it's a secret, remember? Oh, yes, of course. Ah, little secret. We are masters of the keeping of secrets, he announces loudly. Fabian smacks his
Kiki,
forehead
just
and
pretend.
disappears into...
Just pretend you're talking to me. It's fine.
Ah, yes, I would never be talking to the gods. And he winks at you.
Wait, then we'll also facepalm.
Are you feeling okay?
Yes, the 2 and not 3 of us were having a little conversation about keeping secrets.
Yeah, I was telling Kiki about there's a dirty joke on one of these pillars, and it's really funny.
What?
Ooh, what does it say?
I don't know. Let me check. It's not this
What?
one.
It says Cock's Crown.
Oh,
I don't get it.
You mean like the head of a rooster? Like its crown?
Ah, yes! A rooster! Quite amusing animals. That must be it.
Yeah, it's a joke that's hard to translate from Dwarvish.
Well, go ahead, do your best.
Yeah, what does it mean?
I'm not sure if I can accurately translate it. You guys don't know Dwarvish.
Oh, but you're such a wonderful storyteller, I'm sure. You're all so wonderful. Tell us, please.
Yeah. Affinity's fully just like trying to also like mess with him.
No, I have to think of something.
make an intelligence check or a wisdom. What is it? It would be a wisdom for cleverness check. Make a wisdom check to come up with something clever.
Okay. Can I use that inspiration?
You are struggling because the only thing you can think of is turning around and then whipping your dick out, and you know that's not it. You know that's not going to work, but it's literally the only thing you can think of, and you're just starting to sweat. At which point Kiki will interrupt your furious, uncomfortable thinking and being like, perhaps we should ask Favian. I mean, no one, if he knows. And he winks again.
Did you almost say Tavian? You know who Tavian is?
Tavian?
Wait.
No, that's not the name of the god. It's Favian. I mean,
What?
oops. Looks like the worm's out of the bag on this one. Wink.
Oz looks very confused. He has no idea what's going on
it's
here.
Ronnie. Ronnie's like, what is going on
Yeah.
right now?
There's the 3 of us at the bottom there, just like, what the?
What are you talking about?
Oh, perhaps my secret keeping is better than I thought. Wink. He says wink aloud.
I can explain this one. I couldn't fall asleep last night. Kiki and I got talking, and it turns out, looks at Kiki, we're both big fans of the god Favian, and we think he's really cool.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I like him very much. I could talk to him for hours.
Yeah, if I could talk to him, yeah, I wonder what we would talk about.
Why, we could... Oh, yes, I also wonder.
Can Finn insight check that answer?
Yes. Yeah, are you insight checking Kiki or
I'm insight
Waylon?
checking Way.
Okay. Insight check way with advantage, just because you know him enough at this point. Double 5!
Oh,
Double
man.
5!
Perfect.
Are you kidding me?
You
Can I
don't know
insight,
what the fuck is wrong with him, but he's hiding something.
Would
But
we have heard of
something's
the
wrong.
name?
Yeah, something's
Would we have heard of the name at least, Fabian? Would we know who that is? Like in
you
the
can make history
pathos of the god, like.
checks. Uh,
Okay.
it's definitely not a name that you would likely have heard day to day, but you might have heard of. You might have. It's possible. Oh yeah, you've definitely heard of Fabian as in mention as a trickster god who had a very secluded temple, almost immediately a straight shot south, about 2 or 3 days travel into the forest from where you live originally, Kelkan.
Right.
So let me see if I can bring up the map here. I think this is the old map, but show to players. Okay. So, Kelkan is from Elderwood Range, just to the east, or I guess a little. You have to curve around the mountains from if you're coming from Darkflame Ridge, where Oz is from. But if you could cut through the mountains and go straight down, you believe there's a place called Blessed Hollow where there is a temple to Fabian.
Right.
That still exists, although it is a little bit run down. And you know
Oh,
him.
Fabian, there's a trickster god. Yeah, I know about him. We have a shrine pretty close to where I used to live. No one ever used to go there, of course, We don't take much stock in gods that don't, only serve their own self-purposes. Not really a kind I'd fraternize with, so
Oh,
yeah.
fuck him.
Seems like a
I
pretty
wouldn't
shitty
fraternize
guy.
with him with a dick on my forehead.
Do I need to roll deception to see if Waylon would snicker from Fabian's comment?
I mean, do you think Waylon would snicker?
Maybe not because he's flustered.
Yeah, maybe not.
Just like, yeah, no, just Waylon's like, yeah, I'm kind of, I'm temples where I swore my oath.
Oh, I didn't mean to make things awkward, but hey, you seem like an upstanding guy. No secrets at all. Just like, living your life one honest day at a time. So, how bad could it be, really?
Infinity
always
face
just
palm.
try- I always just try to live my authentic self.
Make a deception check.
Damn.
Nothing could seem truer to you, Kelkan.
Yeah, I just like clap way on the shoulders and smile broadly.
You
at
think
this
you're
very
beginning to
honest
admire
man.
him as a brother, as a
Oh my god.
Yeah, do I need to remind you that I trust you with my life? Yeah, no reason for saying that. Just putting it out there.
No pressure, none at all.
Well, what shall we do? Find these orbs?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, would Jaybird be the one that's down there already, or would it be Cock's Crown?
Cox.
That guy was a dick.
Well, actually, and then I go up to Kiki. Speaking of the orbs, there was a lizard person down there, and he was using it to, I don't know, enthrall the dinosaurs of this island. We had a whole like moral discussion about whether it was right or not, and I'm still pretty conflicted about that. But you're a creature of the old nature. What do you think?
Do you mean he was using these orbs to harm creatures?
Well, that's what I thought so too, but he claimed they were his friends. He was offering them protection against the dangers of the island, and that, he treated them well, and I hate to admit it, but while we were there, he did seem like he truly cared for them.
He sort of like he was in like an excited, optimistic, and almost giddy state before, happy to be able to meet with you guys here, and feeling like he's making progress on finding his family. But he sort of like sits back. He's had a lot of time to think as he's been trapped and just over his long lifetime, and he thinks there is a philosophical question that has perplexed me for many years, and I apologize that I do not have the answer for you, but would it be better to give up one's freedom to serve a greater purpose? Or does freedom as a concept matter above all? This is something I ask with regard to my own people, who sacrifice their lives, their roles in this world to serve a dream for others, to make creatures like yourselves, humanoids, to make them have a better world. But here I am, alone, wondering where my family have gone. It is a hard question. So when you speak of free will, I dream of a world where I can reunite with my kind, where we are unburdened by duty and may do as we wish to make this world better on our own terms. But these are creatures you speak of. Perhaps they do not have thoughts so complicated. Perhaps being happy is all they want. Were they cared for?
It certainly seemed so. I gesture over at Oz. He and Oz seem to get along reasonably well, and, Oz is one of the gentlest souls I know. It's hard to imagine that he could have been all bad.
Hmm.
Mr. Lizard was really nice. He gave me a health potion.
Then it does not seem that this creature you have met, this lizard man, was all bad. Perhaps, though your philosophies do not meet eye to eye, there is some good in them, and perhaps a challenge to you to think about something that butts up against what you believe. Sometimes that growth is the hardest of all, like pushing through diamond. But perhaps it is good progress in the end.
I think Ronnie makes a bit of a face and is sort of there's like a decision to give up one's freedom in sacrifice is very different than someone making that choice for you.
Yes. And in the case of my people, both happened. Our leadership decided that our greatest warriors would give up their lives. And warriors my people is not, or were not. Our greatest warriors were those who found that nature at random. They were not trained like yourself. And so they were volunteered by our elders to be sacrifices, to create a better world for you all.
That is not a choice.
It was
That's
not.
fucked up.
But they still accepted their duty in the end, and it did create a better world.
Is it not our duty to stand up for those who may not have their say validated, whose own freedoms are being trampled?
I should think so. It is the mark of one who is good-hearted to stand up for those who suffer. But to place our own ideas of good on those without that concept, or to interpose on those who do not suffer and change their lives. Those are more complex things. I would ask you, would it be better for these creatures, should they not be in contact with this lizard man?
But you must realize what you're asking of us. If we are to do what you want and retrieve whatever it is from underneath these ruins, we'll probably have to break his control over those creatures. What then? Are we then responsible for any harm that might befall them because of a situation that we took them out of?
It is possible, and regrettable. If it is against your morals to do as I wish, I will not force you to do so. But it is my wish to find any remnants of my family. If all he is
Wait.
doing... I'm sorry.
Kel, what did that dick guy say? The Spinosaur was his enemy?
Yeah, he said we had common enemies in that Spinosaurus. I can only assume that it's out of his control. But
What
yeah.
if we strike a deal? We kill the Spinosaur, we get the orb.
We take down
His
the big
dinosaurs-
dino, then all the small dinos are safe.
I don't know.
Wade points at Oz, just like, yep.
I have a theory that he, for all his high and mighty talk, likes to be in control.
I
Because
don't doubt that, Finn. But I guess the question is his control ultimately a good thing? Like, if it's helping those that are under his care, is it just him being in control that's the problem?
yeah, I think so. I mean, he can talk about saving the animals all he wants, but if he has to control things to feel happy, then that's pretty pathetic if you ask me. I mean, I don't know about animals like you guys, but I don't like it.
Yes, hearing your words does make me wonder. Perhaps, although my people were noble enough to accept their duties, they still had the fear, the terror, as they marched to their deaths. A noble sacrifice is still a sacrifice, and sacrificing one's own life and being is the greatest of that. Maybe it is not his choice, this lizard man, to subjugate these creatures, even if he gives them a good life. Perhaps they are like dolls to him, toys, and in that case, they cannot really be said to be alive or living life. I know what it is like to be a toy, to be trapped. I do not care for it.
Yeah, sometimes people say that they want to keep you safe or whatever, but really they just want to keep you in control. And I think that that's what that guy cares the most about, is all I'm saying.
Does this ring any bells to you, Waylon? What Finn is saying?
Yeah, I think Waylon knows what Finn's talking about. Or what she's kind of getting at. He recognizes what she's saying.
Well, it is your choice. But perhaps you are right. Perhaps freedom and its consequences and its hardships are worth being free. I know I would still be suffering had you not freed me. And even if these creatures are not outwardly suffering, perhaps there is some darker intent or purpose or consequence beneath the surface? It is hard to say. Maybe what you need is more information. It can be hard when you speculate without knowing every detail. And I will remind you that there are 4 pedestals here, each of which seems to need an oar. You say you know of one of them, but what of the others? It would be a waste to create an altercation with someone if we cannot retrieve the full set.
We know where the other one is. You mentioned a
Yeah.
desert.
And in that
Yes.
case, I think an altercation is inevitable, unfortunately.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
no, she was an asshole. You remember the cave we were in?
Yes, I just came from there.
Yeah, it was. When we got there, a trap was set by someone calling herself the Sandwich, saying that she had taken the orb to her home.
Ah, sand, the desert. Yes. That would make sense. There is something arcane about that area.
Wait, you sensed it? You could sense it in that area?
No, well, in a way, I did not have the capability to simply hear or smell the arcane, but I did notice the movement of the earth. And in some places, towards its center, it seemed as though the sands shifted unnaturally, or in ways that do not follow the laws of nature. Perhaps something arcane was the source of that, causing them to move.
What are the names of the pillars again?
I'll post them in the chat so you guys can have them. Let
Thank
me
you.
pull up the thingy. Okay. The names are... In the top right is Cock's Crown.
Okay.
In the top left is Dayglow. In the bottom right is Dancing Blades. And in the bottom left is Jaybird.
If you can sense unnatural, arcane, I guess, roilings in the earth, if we are to aid you, do you think there's a way that you could kind of detect the locations of these other orbs?
I suppose that would depend on their uses. The largest cause of trembling and rumbles comes from the volcano to the north. Though it seems there is something strange happening there, a fluctuation in the temperature. I do not understand the cause. That also feels quite unnatural. As for
Alright.
another, I do not know. But there are others on this island. Perhaps they do know.
Yeah. Speaking of others on this island, not to rain on the parade, I guess, but like, we told Polly we were going to take care of the pirates, and now we're talking about orbs. Which is fine. I'm fine with the orbs, but like, should we take care of the pirates first and then do the orbs so that way at least we know we have a ship in case we need to not deal with the orbs anymore for whatever reason? No offense, Worm Grandpa.
He laughs. None taken.
I
I
think
don't know.
you're right. We should get back to Polly and Tavian, even if we decide later to take time on another task.
If you wish, I can attempt to bring them back to the cave. It is safe there.
They're both a little skittish. They didn't meet Kiki, right?
No, I have.
No, we specifically made sure not to tell them about Kiki.
Can we maybe write a note for you to give them?
Ah, a clever ruse. Yes, I am quite good at keeping secrets now. He looks directly at Waylon and nods.
Yeah, no one can keep secrets quite like you, Kiki.
That is correct. The three of us share a clever one. But yes, should you write a note? I have a plan that fits along with my newfound subversiveness. What if I were to leave a trail that led them through the jungle to the waterfall, so they felt as though they had discovered it of their own volition? Then they shall find the note there, and think, a place that my friends have left for me.
I think that sounds good. Could you also maybe pop into the cave and if you can do so safely, just like trigger the traps that are there so they don't get killed by accident?
Yes, that would be quite unfortunate.
Also, I don't mean to doubt your skills in subterfuge at all, but if you could somehow make that trail in a way that nobody else could find it, that would also be great.
Yeah, you're gonna want to avoid that goblin camp. The kid, he's got bad memories of that place.
As do I. Please, write the notes and tell me what they look like. I should be able to guide them. You can trust me in this.
I guess,
handwriting.
yeah, I think if no one starts, I guess Roddy will. Like, Polly and Tavian, please lay low in the cave for a while. XOXO. Much love the group.
I mean, do we have a name yet?
The Sala Hooligans.
So hooligans.
At least Polly will know what we're talking about. I'm not so sure about Fabian.
Yeah. Maybe do some hooligans / loyal subjects or subordinates or something. That he'll recognize that.
Yeah. I do that, and then I just also list our names.
It's written in such a way where it gets really cramped towards the bottom of the page and the writing gets smaller.
Yep.
Kiki takes it and using his like teeth-like appendages at the front, he like slips it between two plates on his back, and it's sort of like they clink together to keep it safe. And he's gonna ask you to describe what they look like to him so that he'll be able to find them and their general whereabouts.
Human with red hair.
Yeah, red head and a cat.
And a little tabaxi.
Yeah, he's really cool. He'll be really hard to miss.
All right. They seem
but
to
you
be
should
very
try
distinctive.
if you can. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, he's not very nice.
I see. Yes, I am.
Have you never met teenagers?
Yeah, they're all kind of stupid like that, honestly.
I am not stupid, and I am sort of a teenager to my people. But perhaps
Well,
that is a way in which we differ. Alright, I have my quest. You find out about these pirates. They should be directly to the north. I shall find the others and lead them to safety. And with that, he's going to pop back underground and disappear.
Ronnie says, to be fair, I don't think Tavian is stupid. I just think he's a jerk.
Oh, well, I think he's stupid, so to each their own. Also, can we nap? Is that like a thing we can just do here, or
Like for an hour or like for 8 hours?
like for 8 hours, preferably? I'm exhausted.
I wouldn't mind camping.
Let's see. How long? What time of day would it be right now? You guys have. You got up early. You did travel for a couple hours. It got to be about noon, so it's probably about 4 or 5 p.m. right now.
How long will the trek back to the cave take us? You know, we know that's safe.
It's 20 minutes.
20 minutes
if
to
we're
get
in
back
need
to
of
the cave.
rest,
Oh, to get back to the
our cave.
Oh,
waterfall cave.
Yep.
Let me bring up the map for you guys so you can get a better sense of.
I mean, if you guys are okay with
Distance.
sleeping in the open, I'm fine with that too. We just have a nice, cozy home that we know is reasonably safe.
actually,
I
maybe that's
really
a better
don't want to
plan.
sleep here on the cold stone out in the open.
No, the more I think about it, you're totally right. That way, Tavian and Polly actually see somebody they recognize, and they
Right.
won't be scared shitless by Kiki alone.
Yeah, it's better to have a welcoming party in there to explain, and we get to pick what to explain. I know Kiki is great at keeping secrets, evidently, but, it might be better for us to selectively choose what we tell them as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
don't
you-
think we're 20 minutes from the cave.
No, I meant 20 minutes from the cave that we just emerged from.
Oh,
That's
the
what I thought.
lizard.
Yeah, the lizard cave.
Yeah, the dinosaur cave.
Make a survival check, Ronnie, with advantage.
Do you think if we asked nicely, Mr. Lizard would let us sleep in his cave?
Ugh.
You're not sure how long it would take to get back, but you feel like it would take forever.
I think we're pretty far from our cave.
Okay, so what if we? Oh, sorry.
Get off of this weird pedestal if we want and set up a little camp and maybe
Yeah,
take
Ronnie, you're a great survivalist. Would you be able to do that? Could we set up a nice little shelter or
I mean,
something?
I feel like yes.
Yeah, if you would like to, you can spend the next half hour, 45 minutes or so trying to get a sense of where a good place to hang out might be.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, great. Okay, make me a survival check for just ascertaining the immediate area.
Well,
Make it. You can make each of these with advantage.
Nice.
In the immediate
Ooh.
area, you see the river. The river is pretty wide and might be a little bit cumbersome to cross because it could likely get, if not all the way over your head deep. At this place, there are parts of it that will, because it seems like the Spinosaurus could get very low into the depths of the river and conceal itself. So either it has like a very crocodilian way of positioning its body low in shallow water, or it can get very deep. Just based on that, getting back and forth across it would take a little bit of extra effort and probably isn't something you want to deal with if you guys are already tired and want to set up camp. To the immediate north, you see a clearing, and it looks like there are some sort of animals in the clearing.
I think we shouldn't get too close to the water for what everyone probably understands as obvious reasons. There's some animals to our north. I don't know if we want to set up near them, but maybe just like this grove of trees off to the side can just provide some cover.
I will
Sure.
say that what you do notice is that the area with the animals in it looks like it would make an ideal campsite. It just seems like there are some... You can just get the sense that there are what look to be mammalian creatures in that area. But you're not sure
Sorry,
exactly what.
What I meant before was this area to the north looks like it would make an ideal campsite. There are some mammals up there, I think, but I hopefully we can. They'll just mind their own business if we mind ours.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good with that, I guess.
Yeah, I trust you, Ronnie.
It's better than sleeping on the stone pedestal.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
All right. I lead the way.
Okay. So as you guys are getting closer, you can get a better sight of these creatures. You're sort of like stealthily sneaking up because Ronnie already scouted them out a little bit. These are, it looks to be 4, I'll just bring you to the map so you can see. Oopsie doopsie. Here we go. It looks like 4 wild boar and a giant boar.
Oh, that's a big pig.
Affinity immediately gets hungry.
If we just start a campfire, would that like scare them off?
Animals don't too usually tend to be afraid of fires. They see it a lot in nature, lightning strikes, random wildfires. I think it's kind of a myth that animals are afraid of fires.
Can you tell them, ask them to leave, maybe?
I definitely can do that.
Oops.
Yeah.
Do you want me to drop you guys on the outskirts of the map, and then you guys can take it from there? What you want to do?
How do we know they're not friendly?
I'll just dump
Yeah.
you guys off down here.
Yeah, Cal, just tell them that we're gonna camp here and we'll be chill if they'll be chill. Shrug.
Right. Yeah. Don't worry, Oz. I'm gonna make sure that we're all friends.
Yeah, wait, can you turn into a pig and that way you can talk to them?
I could 100%. I was planning. Yeah, I can 100% do that.
You
Do
can
it.
turn into a pig? Okay. A
Well, now that I've
pig?
seen them, I can turn into one of them.
That's true. That's true.
Wait,
what's
yeah, I guess
what's the top of your CR that you can turn into? Is it 2?
it is 1 right now.
I thought you could do 2 because of the
No,
bear.
at Circle of the Moon, I only hit 2. I think at like level 8 or something.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm checking now.
What's a bear then?
Bear is 1. Everything
bear's 1.
that I've been using is 1 so far. Yeah.
Wait, as a boar, can you talk though? Can you do shape of?
Boars.
Or I'm sorry, as a boar, can you do that wild leaf thingy?
But wouldn't he, as a boar, wouldn't he be able to just communicate with the boars?
Well, boars can't talk, can they?
Not like people talk,
Say-
but like
Right, but has he observed boars long enough that he knows how to communicate with them in such a way that
I'm reading through Wild Shape, seeing if there's anything about communication. I
you
don't
can't cast
think...
spells. What is the name of your ability? It's like something of
It's limited to the capabilities of your beast form. You can't cast
Speech of beasts
spells
and
in your
leaf.
ability to speak.
Yeah, my special Furbolg trait lets me talk to them as a Furbolg, and that basically gives me advantage on charisma checks to influence them.
correct.
I don't know about turning into a boar and being able to talk to them. I would...
If you want to talk to them, you're gonna have to be a furbolg. If you want to try to influence them as one of them, you'll have to turn into one. Those are two
Right.
options here for
Yeah.
communicating peacefully, I guess, with them.
Okay, I like the idea of turning into a pig. I'd like to try that.
Okay. Let me see if I can make you into a pig. Details.
Yeah, can you add a little thing so we know that that's Cal?
Controlled by... Oh, wait.
I just wander off into the herd and you never see me again.
He's home now.
Oh, Ash. That's the one.
Going full Tobias.
He doesn't have to speak with animals yet, Rakuyo. Okay. Can you move this boar?
I can.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a color so they can. It's gonna be purple. So we'll put this cow over there. Okay, so you are now a boar, and you are approaching. You are approaching the. Why are there two Ronnies? And Way just appeared.
What's happening?
Okay.
I wasn't on the board.
I know, because there's two Ronnies. I messed it up. Okay, so you're approaching them, and these little ones are gonna squeal and run behind the big one. And this big one's gonna approach you.
Yeah, I make a very submissive kind of pose. Like, I kind of lay low, lower, like don't make direct eye contact sort of thing. Just kind of kowtow in front of the big boar.
Okay, make a... Jeez, I mean... I mean, it feels like it is a... I feel like it is... It's kind of a persuasion, right? But it's also animal husbandry at the same time. Okay, make a... But you're not really persuading them. You're just trying to...
Right now, I'm just like showing submissiveness, I guess. I'm not like trying to out alpha the sort of...
Right, that
know,
would be like an
wolf,
intimidation
right?
check. I would say make a... I feel like animal handling is a different thing. I would say make a persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, glad you got advantage. That's a natural 20 on persuasion.
Yeah.
You get really low to the ground.
Nat 1 and a nat 20.
A nat 1 and a nat 20 in one roll. That's insane. So you get... That's the first nat 20 of the... Or actually, no, I think... but the first nat 20 for the party of the day, right? So you get really low to the ground with your nose touching the dirt and your eyes averted down. And the big boar looks confused and tilts its head and then gets very low to the ground too and pokes its big nose against yours. And you can feel the wetness of its nose touching the wetness of your nose. And it just snuffles against you in a non-threatening manner. And then it like creeps forward doing a little commando crawl to your side and sort of brushes against you and then rolls upside down and starts to like get its stink onto your stink. And then some of the others start to roll over and start doing the same thing. And they're sort of all just like doing like a piggy like dirt dance on top of you when you're all
Thank you for marking who I am.
You're all becoming they're making you one of them for whatever reason. And yeah, now you are part of the herd.
Okay, I have a theory, but I don't want to leave. Okay, I have a okay. Since I'm part of the herd, I'm gonna let them do their own thing. I'm gonna come over to our party and also just rub myself over them to try and hope and to like transfer that sort of I don't know, pheromones. I assume is what it is to them.
That
This
good,
one
good
is going
stink.
to follow you because
Ew,
it already
Kelkin.
likes you. It will see the party and squeal in fear and run back behind the big boar.
No, 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 no.
This
no,
boar
no.
will step forward and see the party too, and lets out a battle cry and starts stamping
God.
its foot. Right now you are between them and the party.
Okay. I will adopt the submissive stance before, but look back at the party in a like hoping that they'd understand to follow my lead.
Waylon just immediately hits the floor.
Yeah, I think Ronnie also like takes a knee and sort of like leans down and averts their gaze.
Yeah,
no,
Finn,
Waylon just face plants.
Finn starts to like sort of do like a cat crouch, like she doesn't want to get all the way on the floor, and like has her knife at her, you know. But it's also just like, what's going on?
Her hand where her
The big boar tilts its head like it's not sure what's going on or why they're getting on the ground. It stamps its foot. It still seems pretty angry that there's these non-boars here.
Okay, well, here's the part that I guess I need to know is it's okay or not. Can I communicate vague ideas to it? Like, because I am a boar, I can like squeal at it in a way like, you know, these are friends. They're cool.
What you can do is you can attempt to mimic the friendly noises that they were making with you while rolling around with you in a pile.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's
I'd
hear
like
that,
to do that.
Oddish.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. I'm doing this for you guys.
That sounds a little frazzled. I thought it would be more like nice. Yes. They're all on alert now. It's magic. Man, this episode took a turn.
And I just like, I don't know, chase my tail in circles. Like I don't know. I know what dogs do. I don't know what boars do.
The big boar is confused, but seems to understand that that you are not afraid, and it looks at you and sort of like steps before you and like sort of pushes you back towards the rest of the party. Like, don't you get it? They're dangerous.
Okay. I
Fish out a ration from my bag and hold it out towards Kel.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes, you
so
can.
if Wade does that, I I stomp on the ration to like break it into half, and I eat like one half, and I push the other ration at the giant boar.
The other boar, the giant boar, is, as you're doing this, Kel, by the way, pushing away food. Everything about you, now that you are a pig, says don't push away food, put inside food. But you have to sort of like shake off your natural boorishness now, and push it away. And the other boar is shocked. It liked your sign of fealty immediately, but seeing you give up food to it, having gotten to know it, it sort of like does a little kick in the air with joy and starts wolfing down. Now the others are crowding around, hoping to get a taste of whatever it was. And now they're all looking at you guys expectantly for more.
Hey, like, I thought we were gonna eat these guys. What's going on?
Do I give it more? I only have 10 left.
I have some mangoes. I could give them more food.
Yeah, I think I also am like sort of like do sort of like low crouch and like gently roll a mango.
It stomps and looks angrily at you. Not sure if it should take the food or not.
I nuzzle the mango further in its direction.
It sniffs the mango and recognizing its own scent on it from you, starts nibbling on it, and the others gather around too. It seems after a time of doing this sort of rote behavior, you lose one more ration or one more thing of food. You do have those, I think, giant bananas from the colony encounter too, that you can give one of them to him. So you lose like one more big food item or ration, but after a while, about like probably what feels to you as a human like they should get it by now, but it's about like 25 minutes of doing this. Eventually, they get to understand that you guys are good and food bringers, and so they go back after being mostly satisfied. They go back over here and start.
Do
rolling.
I go with them?
Oh yeah, sorry, I grabbed you too. But they sort of lead you over there. And so you guys are like sort of free to use this area as now part of the Boar pack, I guess. Boar clan.
Okay, I go over here and try to set up a little unobtrusive camp.
This one is just a little troublemaker and keeps coming over and like nibbling on your feet while you do it.
Can I give it scritches?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I do.
I'm too afraid to turn back. I really don't want to throw them off, so I'm just gonna stay as a boar for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oswald has a coconut in hand and is slowly approaching them.
The big one steps forward and stamps its foot a little bit, but in a more playful manner, because it now recognizes you guys. And at this point, you guys have enough of their scent on you from just like general petting and stuff that it should be okay. But this one still likes being the big tough one, and so it's sort of like tilting its head and stomp and dragging its hoof along the dirt, being like, "Oh, a challenger approaches, eh?"
I need to know if it can crack through a whole coconut.
So you place you're holding the coconut out to
it? Just kind of both hands offering the coconut, the whole unopened coconut out to the giant boar.
I hang out here just as like to make sure everything's gonna go okay.
Okay, so it snuffles on the coconut a little bit, and then very precisely with its teeth, it takes the hair of the coconut and places it down on the ground, and then with a swift jab with its tusk, it cracks the coconut open, and the others begin to do the same, and begin to drink the milk and sup it. And it's like it looks at you almost with like with a smile, almost like I do this all the time.
I thought it was just gonna crunch on it.
To which it seemingly somehow understands you and begins to just eat some of the coconut rind as if it's no big deal.
Way is watching this from a distance, kind of just talking to Finn and Ronnie. Just, do you think if it wanted to, it could just put Oz in its mouth, just one whole swoop? Or do you think it would take two?
Maybe 1.5. I mean, Oz seems kind of crunchy.
We definitely have to before we could realize it.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
And Ronnie, you're gonna have enough time, as much time as you want, to make a little shelter by just putting together. There's plenty of like nice trees around here, little saplings you could break apart and loose branches that you can make a bit of a shelter that you can tie together the ropes and just make a little sort of a lean-to type thing. But you will have a little difficulty as this piggy just like does not want to give you any space. It loves you now and is just like constantly just like underfoot, like a puppy who loves its master too much, is just like all about you right now.
Tripping a little bit, but yeah, I set up a thing and do a little like, foraging to try to replenish and maybe grab some extra mangoes for my new puppy.
It takes about 45 minutes to an hour longer to set up than it probably would if this thing wasn't bothering you. It gets a little annoying at times, but it's part of whatever's happening right now.
Yep. Nope, that's fine. I will take longer in order to not antagonize these beasties.
As the sun begins to set, they a bunch of them start to the big one calls out to the little one, and they all seem to be heading off. It looks like they are heading towards back to the south, sort of in the direction that you came, and the big one squeals for Kelken to follow.
I I do.
Okay, so you and the boars are gonna be gone for like, I don't know, 2 maybe 3 hours, and
Okay.
you are a little bit nervous for a while because you don't know how long you're gonna be gone. But you guys just go to the river basically and are just taking in your daily water supply for the evening before. They're like marking the trees and doing like kind of gross animal stuff that you don't necessarily want to participate in. But you're drinking in the water with them. You're sort of getting a sense of like there's river fishes and stuff like that. There are occasionally you see another stegosaurus coming to graze and a hadrosaurus, sort of like the ones you saw by the cave earlier, which makes you think of the Spinosaurus. But for now, there's no sense of it. You're not sure what its schedule is like, but the boars seem confident enough that they don't seem like they're in danger right now. After a while, you guys come back and you're able to rest with the rest of the party, and everyone else can have time to talk or whatever when Kel's back or before then too. But yeah, the boars do eventually return with Kelken in tow. And yeah, you guys, if you have nothing else to discuss for the night, you guys can gain the benefits of a long rest.
Lovely.
Ooh.
And you'll awaken the next morning. You went to sleep early, and you sort of wake up early at the crack of dawn with the boars as they are squealing and nuzzling you guys to go look for truffles and the fun stuff they like to do.
Oh, to be a boar. Be stinky. Find mushroom.
I think by the time we get back, I am like, if I haven't run out already, I am running very, very low on like my time remaining on wild shape. So I have to like bounce and try and discreetly transform, hoping like I look at Ronnie and hope to God that there's like a wall or something I can turn back behind.
Yeah,
So
I'll hold up like a towel, like when you're changing at the beach.
Exactly, yeah.
wait, how long can you be a boar?
I can do it up to half of my druid level, which is I think 2 hours. So by the time we get back, you said we'd be gone for a couple of hours. I'm like running on fumes.
Sorry, I'm just looking for where it is. So, yeah, I'll just take your word for it in this case. I forget where it is in the thing. But yeah, so what's going to happen as you're coming back to the party, you've gone and you've done all this stuff with them. And as you are coming back to the thing, you begin to like grow and transform and your bones crack and your fur drops off and goes to different places of your body as you assume your giant form, and all the boars get like suddenly startled and back away a little bit. Not Oz, he's not a boar yet. And they're all shocked to see Furbolg Kelken standing before them, and the big boar all the little boars actually, they shriek and they run behind the big boar, and the big boar, it looks scared too. Like it doesn't know what's happening. It's just confused. Something's changed. It goes up and it sniffs you. And it sniffs. And it sniffs again and it starts wagging its tail. And then it like topples you over and they all start piling up again on top of you.
Not the first time I found myself in this situation.
You are luckily stinky enough that they still accept you. They still smell the inner druidic smell within you. You are a true boar, no matter your form.
There's just like an arm sticking out, and I try and like gesture at the party to do something, but it's just like frantic hand movements and nobody can tell what's going on.
I can imagine Finn just sitting there, if she had coffee, just sipping.
Yep. Well, looks like he's having a wonderful morning.
Yeah, he's
Ronnie,
playing
what does that
with
one
them.
mean?
What is what?
What's that sign he's doing over there? You seem to know this kind of stuff.
I think he's fine.
After a bit of this, you guys are slowly getting ready for your day, right? And uh uh from the ground over here, Kick It Tobacco suddenly emerges.
Oh lord.
And all the
Oh.
boars scream immediately, not Kelked, and just immediately run away as quickly as possible off into the forest. And he comes over, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut the party short. I
watched them go kind of sadly.
I just wanted to tell you that I have found your friends. I guided them back to the cave and gave them the note. They were none the wiser about me. I remained stealthy the whole time."
That's a concerning sentence.
"I created small rumbles and cracks in the earth. They seemed to spread before them and lead them to the waterfall cave. The young one felt very confident that he was uncovering a mystery, while the red-headed one seemed very frustrated and groaned the whole while."
Sounds
Yeah.
That's right.
That's accurate.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Good, then
Oink. I mean, thank you, Kiki.
Eh? You seem to have a new tusk, is it? Yeah, a tooth that has not quite disappeared yet slowly shrinks back down into your face. Ah, there it goes. It must have been a trick of the eye. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that I can watch over them stealthily, and I will not reveal myself to them unless you wish me to do so. If anything should happen to them, I shall come to you immediately.
Thank you.
Very well. I shall go and observe them. Please, set off a rumbling in the ground, or have your friend contact me if there are any other disturbances or things I need to know.
Waylon will give a little two-finger salute.
Okay, and he's going to disappear again. And yeah, you guys are free to do what you would wish to do. I can take you back to the island map if you would like a better sense of where you're at now. Okay, so you've made it up here to the Boarfield North.
Investigate these pirates.
Yeah, it's time for some booty.
I'd rather take a look at their booze options. I'm tired of coconuts. I want a mojito.
I mean,
Okay.
that's what booty implies.
Let's
Or
go
maybe
ask
after
him
it
if
was
he
always,
wants to.
treasure.
We can go ask them if they want to be king of the pirates. Maybe they have aspirations that.
All right, so you set off in the morning and taking care to ascertain the situation, you look out and you see a couple of things. You sort of make a circuitous route around from the north because you can see in the distance on the north side there's a long peninsula and there seems to be a lookout tower there that seems to be positioned in case of ships coming in, to just sort of act as a either a warning or just deliver messages. And in the center of this area there is a rather, this is the closest to civilization that you've seen in a long time. It is very much a pirate village, a shanty town, but there are people, humanoids, and there seems to be commerce and drinking. But it very much seems like this is a cutthroat community of pirates. And aside from a few potentially less deadly people, these guys all look to be the mercenary type. you see skulls and crossbones hung around the entrance posts to this place, and from that alone, you know that this means you're either one of us or you're dead meat.
Sure. Is there any music you want me to queue up for this, or?
Right now, since we're still on the map, this is fine for now.
Okay.
And as you were sort of hiding out, looking on this, you also see you have to sort of like duck for cover into some bushes because you see what looks to be two pirates going on a bit of a scouting mission, and you watch them for about 20-30 minutes as they go up to the end of the peninsula, and then two other pirates return, and you get the sense that they are changing shifts as to who is keeping watch at this little watchtower by the sea.
I wonder what they're looking out for over there.
Do you think we should take out the watchtower before we make a move on the harbor?
If I can get to the watchtower, I can... If we just listen to them for a little bit, I can mimic their voices.
Let's head to the watchtower.
You wanna mimic their voices? What idea? What do you have an idea? Like, are we gonna pretend to be them? Infiltration mission?
Yeah, why not?
I have
Wait,
Wait, what do I have as a cantrip? What's it called? I have disguise self, so I just immediately put on pirate clothes.
Okay, great. You are now a pirate.
Hell pirate.
Okay, Kel is now dressed as
mateys.
a pirate.
That means that any animal Kel turns into also is now wearing a pirate hat.
Of course, yeah.
True.
It
True.
smells
is
like a
known.
boar.
You know, I think I could teach you a pirate accent.
Ooh, yes.
I think I can work
Please
with
do.
this. Yeah.
All right. Oh, here it is. Okay, it took me forever. Okay. So what is your game plan? Kel is now dressed as a pirate, right?
What a question.
That's the game plan.
That's it. That was the whole plan.
So
What do you mean?
I have fine clothes and a disguise kit. Can I just grab a puffy shirt and then use the rest of my disguise kit to kind of mock up a little bit of a pirate look?
Yeah, I model for Way, so
Yeah.
that they get a good idea of what.
Yeah, you can just rip your clothes up a little bit and look more piratey.
Yeah, just scuff them up.
I'm sure Affinity can help you with her stage makeup background.
Oh yeah, she's just putting makeup with a little brush on everyone.
Give me some eyeshadow. I need more, no eyeliner. Give me
No,
some eyeliner.
yeah, it's the eyeliner. There you go.
Yeah. Wait, you also gotta rip the two buttons off the top of your shirt, so some of your
show some
chest is
chest
showing,
hair.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh no, those are my favorite buttons.
Not anymore.
Rip.
This is my actual shirt.
And now you're an actual pirate. Congratulations.
You've mending, right? You can fix this later.
Totally.
That doesn't sound. Oh well.
Wade chooses to believe this.
I feel like Affinity already looks pirate adjacent.
Yeah, not too far off. She could just be a regular tiefling, and people would just be like, "Yeah, I guess that's piratey."
It's the flare pants, you know. It's the...
Unfortunately, that might work for the bugbear as well.
Yeah.
It seems tough, I guess. Pirate, sure. Why not?
Wait, I got an eye patch for you, Ronnie.
The only
do you need a
got it.
pirate hat too?
You have to lean down, Ronnie. I have to put the eye patch on you.
He leans down and goes sort of softly. "Arr."
Getting the hang of it already.
Yeah, Oz is the only one who is going to seem a little bit, perhaps, not a little
could-
short to be a
No.
stormtrooper. So to speak.
Oh my god, can we perch Oz on one of our shoulders like it's a
Yeah.
parrot?
That's correct.
Exactly.
That is
I was
correct.
going to ask if I could just hide in one of your bags.
I was going to suggest hiding in a bag too. Yeah.
No, we can't. He's got to experience the joy of piratehood.
I mean, I can copy their voices. I can sound
True.
like them. I'm not very good at
Yeah.
looking like them, though.
Backup plan in case the pirate accent doesn't work out. We pick up Oz, put him in Kel's bag. Oz can speak for Kel.
That sounds like a
can do
phenomenal
that.
plan.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Why is that the backup? I'll just hide in there now.
Oz is already
mean-
roosting in the bag.
Okay,
The little
harebrained
horns of
idea,
his
guys.
hat are
Harebrained
sticking
idea.
out.
I can pretend to be a mute pirate, and Oz can be perched on my shoulder, talking for me. That's a very piratey thing, right?
I know I'm small. I'm not that small.
How tall are you, Oz?
His sheet says 5, but I think canon is 4. I think he lied on his application.
Yeah.
Like, so not a bird perched on the shoulder, but just like giving a piggyback ride.
In my head, Oz is
here's-
like 3 feet tall, even though that's not.
Yeah.
Here's the issue. We need to make ourselves as invisible as possible. This seems like a pretty insular community. We need to be as under the radar as possible.
We're great at that.
To clarify, are you guys attempting to infiltrate the town itself or the lookout tower?
I wanted to go to the lookout tower just so I could impersonate one of their voices.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where I've had you guys. You're sort of like midway up on the peninsula, overlooking the town. You guys are on a sort of a cliffside, high cliffside, and yeah, you're just sort of like chilling nearby around a cliff's edge, sort of an outcropping where you can hide at and plan.
I'll hide in the bag and I'll use messages. I need to communicate with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Okay, so what would you like to do regarding this watchtower? Would you like to, I think you said you wanted to get up close and sort of eavesdrop on it?
Yeah. And I'm taking off, when I was changing, I was taking off my chainmail. I'm an armored AC-12.
Okay, gotcha.
And no shield.
Okay. All right, so are you going to do this stealthily, or are you just sort of going to sort of casually hang out?
I want to be stealthy.
Okay, so, you're going to, they're sort of facing off to the sea, so you're able to climb around the cliffside, like around over here, and get a this around here, a decent like sense of what's going on. So can you roll me a stealth check with advantage, since you're sort of like pretty much completely hidden?
Nice.
But that's with heavy armor, but you're not wearing heavy armor anymore, right?
Is there a way I can change that?
I don't know.
Maybe if you
Or click
unequip your
on-
heavy armor, it might work. Like uncheck the thing.
Okay. Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah. Okay, great. So you so you're able to overhear these guys up there. It appears these guys are a couple of spies. Like they're paid lookouts whose goal is to spy and gather information. You hear them mid-conversation, but you also get something a little bit interesting from these guys. So they're mid-conversation, and you hear a couple key things. They seem to be like shooting the shit very casually. Some are like drinking some rum and being like, there's only two guys up there right now, so they're just sort of passing this rum bottle back and forth. And one of them is complaining that this is kind of a boring post. He's saying such as, you know, Naughty promised us that we get a big load of money for looking up on what's going on with this orb hunt, but it doesn't seem like there's any progress. Somebody named Naughty or Naughty has promised these guys in particular money to report on someone named Horatio's hunt for these orbs. You think it's the same orbs, because I mean, what other orbs could it be? And they're complaining. Yeah, it seems like the hunt stalled out. It's like he doesn't even want to do it anymore. But why would you want to get on Naughty's bad side? I don't know. It's times like this I just want to cut and run. But you really want that guy after you. That's what I'm saying. Why would you want to piss him off? And they're both grumbling and sort of talking in circles. They sort of hate their work. They thought it would be more intriguing. They really want to get back out to sea, but they're sort of stuck here being spies. And it almost feels like when they refer to Horatio, they're referring, they gesture down to town. But when they're talking about Naughty, it seems like they're talking about someone far away.
And Horatio is the one who's looking for the orbs, or it's Naughty?
It seems like Horatio is the one who's looking for the orbs.
Yeah, I think Naughty is paying Horatio, you said, right?
Yeah, Naughty is the chain of command that you're able to establish is that Naughty is some third party who they treat like a big bad, who has promised to pay these two spies money to let Naughty know what's happening with some guy named Horatio's hunt for the orbs. Basically, these two guys are spying on a guy named Horatio as he hunts for the orbs to make sure he's on track. But it doesn't seem like they have much to report on because Horatio's barely sent out any parties to hunt for the orbs lately. And they're not sure why. And they're one of them is getting a little bit upset because he's worried that their heads are going to be on a pike because they're not providing enough information for their spying job. It seems they've used this lookout post as their chance to, like, get away from the rest of the town so that they can discuss what they're supposed to be discussing, but they don't have any new information because Horatio hasn't been looking for the orbs at all lately.
Noted. Alright. Has this been around 10 minutes? Can I kind of mimic their voices and accents?
Yeah, I mean, you're free to stay with them for a while. It seems like they had just switched shifts, and so these guys are getting drunker and drunker as they get more argumentative. It looks like they're pretty distracted. Because they're kind of high up, you're able to, like, perch beneath the tower and get as much information from them as they have, but they do seem to be talking in circles and just gossiping a whole bunch, and not really saying anything more of particular value. They seem to you like just a couple of average knuckleheads, so you can't imagine if these guys are the spies, like, you can't imagine how dumb the average pirate must be. But with that, yeah, they are pretty distracted. You're not able to get a sense of what's up there in particular, besides that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I've got more than enough. I was not expecting a couple of names, but now I have them. I'll sneak back to the party and I'll spill the pirate tea.
Okay, you're able to make it back to the party without causing any more chaos. They are getting drunker and looking out to sea for any ships. Basically, it seems like they're looking out for Naughty to see if he's going to come back. And yeah, you can relate all of that stuff to the party right now.
And the first thing that Waylon says as soon as he comes back is, Great news. There's rum. I can smell it. Also, and then he like tells them everything about Nadi, about Horatio, about their hunting the orbs too. And Horatio hasn't made enough progress. Nadi's probably upset. We have an in.
That's true. We know where at least 2 orbs are.
But we can get into the camp now. We know about Nadi. Nadi hired us. Horatio's not working fast enough.
At this
You
point,
think if
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Al.
you think if we tell him about the sandwich, do you think we could get them to fight each other?
Waylon had not considered this and just... Shit, you're right. That's genius.
Yeah, then we only have to worry about one of them.
Yeah, that's a great idea, and it like adds to our credibility about being here to assist with the orb hunt. That's a perfect idea.
Do we
This is
still
why
have
you're
the
the
note
wizard.
from the sandwich?
Yes, you do still have that note.
We could present it
Well,
like we're a scouting crew.
And while they're gone, fighting the sandwich, we can check if they have the 4th orb.
And the sandwich might deal with some of them for us.
Exactly.
Waylon, as you're plotting this with Oz, you feel what feels like an icy cold dagger at the side of your temple. Then your head jerks to the side. It feels like Fabian is pulling your face, like he can't contain himself anymore. And in your mind, you hear, "I know who Naughty is." And that's where we're going to end the session for today.
Cliffhanger.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh man.
Thank you very much, everybody who came to join us. Thank you to our chatters. Thank you to our players. A really fun session today. Thank you to our people who became boars and people who befriended dinosaurs and talked to lizard people. Had a really fun time today. So yeah, we're gonna be back next Thursday. We will be down one Waylon, though. We will be down one Ruthie as well. Ruthie will be gone for next session. Might pop in towards the end to at least chat along, depending on how exhausted she is after her day. But yeah, the rest of us should be here. If anything else comes up, we will let you know. But yeah, feel free to join us in the Discord if you want to talk more about the game. Feel free to follow us on socials if you want to catch up on past episodes. They're all on YouTube. And right now, I'm going to go check out to see who is live right now. If anyone else has any other shout outs or anything else you would like to do, yeah, listen to Reshoot Movie Podcast. Ruthie is
Abraham Lincoln
one of the
Vampire
hosts on
Hunter.
that.
Yeah. Our next episode is tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. PST.
Check that out, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And I just shouted out Ink Viral. She has a channel here. She's busy right now, but she will be streaming again at some point. Yeah, I'm sure of it. And yeah, anybody else have anything? Oh, looks like, wait, isn't Scone usually streaming these days?
I think he's offline now from what it says on my thing.
Yeah, he doesn't look. Normally he pops up at the top of my thing. So maybe he got called into work. That's probably what happened. So let's go over to Kitty Mecca instead. I was like, don't I normally have someone I go to every single time? Okay, so we're gonna go over to Kitty Mecca. She's doing some Hollow Knight right now, my favorite. She's a real sweetheart. And we will pop over there. But yeah, we'll be back next week. And yeah, we'll find out what that cliffhanger means. Way won't be there to interpret it. So I'll have to talk to myself, I guess, and tell Ruthie in the meantime. But yeah, that's the plan for right now. So let's pop over to Kitty Mecca and give them a nice raid. And yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you for playing. I'm gonna raid us out right now. Bye-bye.
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 Okay, and we are officially off.